Hello and welcome to Campaign 2 of Fear Initiative.
Woo!
We have some new story, new place, new players.
Yes.
So why don't we start with the original players from last campaign?
Sure.
Why don't we start over there with Dave McKendry?
I was
our
going to say
former,
we have new DM
and a new DM. Yes,
we have a new DM.
Who's this person talking?
Jeff Seidman, will be DMing this campaign.
Hey.
My voice got deep.
Yeah, your DM voice.
This is my
And
DM voice.
I am David McKendry, and I will be over here playing this time.
Who are you? What do you do?
Yeah, why don't
You want a whole breakdown?
Yeah, whole breakdown.
Well, I was born in Virginia Beach, and now I am playing Storm at Sea of the Ocean Mist Clan. He is a tabaxi, is dressed in his leather doublet and seafaring clothing, as well as several Johnny Depp amount of hemp bracelets and necklaces, which I wore today for the added effect.
They're beautiful.
Oh,
You look
that was lovely.
great.
I wore every piece of jewelry I
was
could
going
find.
to comment on it, but okay, I'm glad to know it's part of your character.
Well, you just thought this was me?
I mean,
I did, but I liked it.
Yeah,
This is now me.
it's not out of the question.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm going with it. And I'm not wearing it, but my character is also wearing a top hat, which we're just going to assume after every fight he has to go pick up and put back on his head.
I mean, there will be arrows going through that almost constantly.
Awesome. And he's going to leave those arrows in.
Great.
But he Storm at Sea of the Ocean Mist Clan. He also goes by the name Cecil.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Dave. I'll move over to returning player Megan.
Hi. Megan here. This time I am playing a sorcerer, Eladrin. Her name is Rael. She has blonde hair and green eyes and like model proportions, even though she's only 5'2". And she's like super hot. And she comes from nobility and she's a little bit of a problem remembering things. And she kind of sounds like a Kardashian, but it's not her fault. It's just how she was raised.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
She was raised by a Kardashian.
Get ready for Rael. That's all. That's all we're
Rael
going
is
to
so
say.
excited to be here.
You are not ready for Rael.
No.
No,
And
not you. I mean
No,
the
like
listeners.
me also literally. I have not prepped this character very much, so it'll be interesting.
Morgan.
Yes. Hi, Morgan Peter Brown here, returning happily. And I am playing McQuaid, the human paladin. He is, as I'm calling him, a Hemsworth with a halberd. He's 6'3", broad-shouldered, with long blonde hair almost down to his shoulders. Currently held in a tight bun in the back. Man bun. Yeah, that's happening. He moves seemingly with a lot of pride and practiced stoicism in his posture and gaze. Yeah, that's what I'll say about him for now.
That sounds fine.
Yeah,
sounds good.
all right.
Sounds good.
Cool. Yeah.
And moving over to the other side of the table, our first new player, Lauren. Woo woo.
Hi, I'm Laura Dromrick. I will be playing Lilith Navaria. She is a warlock tiefling, and she looks like early 30s, but she has a very childlike, wide-eyed presence. Like super black, jet black hair with black horns, really frizzy, really messy hair, probably hasn't been combed in a few months.
Nice.
Yeah. She has a purple crystal necklace hanging from her, and then tattered robes. Strangely, they're very clean. And there's something rustling in them, and she usually whispers into her armpit.
Wonderful.
Armpit, you say.
Her familiar is her own armpit.
Like to do an insight check on her armpit?
It makes fart noises.
All right, 10.
Probably smells.
What? How dare you?
Well, I mean, she hasn't. I mean,
right.
She's been on the road for a while.
The robes are clean. Tattered.
No, sure.
Tattered but clean.
Understood. Dan.
Hi, I'm Daniel Montgomery. Yeah, I'm going to be playing Nightshade Bloodstone. She is a tiefling cleric. She has long, flowing blue hair, some bright pink skin, pointy ears, good old tiefling. Wow. She She has she's impatient. She's polite. She does not like people who can't do their job, and she's here to fix and solve things. She's not a huge fan of elves. Sorry, Rael, but it's because of a traumatic backstory that I'm sure will come out.
Rael's like an eladrin, so she's not like really an elf. She's like a special elf.
I can hear and see that.
That's coming out loud and clear.
So she's fiercely loyal, and she gets into a rage sometimes. So when she does, watch out.
Okay,
Do you have
sounds
a
like a
barbarian class? No, I'm kidding.
No,
I'd like to rage.
Maybe.
Just
but I'm also here to heal.
yes.
with her rage.
With my rage.
Healing rage.
That should be a thing, and it's going to be new barbarian class. And this is for your initiative. On the road for 3 weeks in a wagon without a suspension, and it's taken its toll on all of you. The last inn you passed was about 2 weeks earlier at a town called Deep River. Wow. Since then, it appears your wagon driver, Sir Alden Stritaxt, a elderly dwarf, has been steering for every single pothole he could find on this horrible trail that leads from one side of the country to the other.
Ugh, asshole.
McQuaid is trying to rub his glutes as subtly as he can.
No, what I'm saying is my asshole hurt.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
The previous day, it started raining. And it is only lessened to a bone-chilling drizzle and that clings to your clothes. So somehow this is actually worse.
My hair is so frizzy.
On the bright side, though, Sir Stridax has told you all, has assured you all that there is going to be a clean room for every single one of you at the Drowned Drow, the best and only bar and tavern and inn in the town of Jurraferlesh.
Oh, how
your
nice.
eventual destination.
Now, Sir Alden, can we talk about this? How far out do we know we are from Jurraferlesh at this point?
He mentioned this morning that you'll be there by noon.
Oh, okay. So as we're sort of, riding mid-morning, and I imagine I'm sort of sitting up next to him in the front of the cart.
You see that he is sitting on a very fluffy pillow. That is literally the only fluffy pillow in the entire wagon.
It's a good idea. Well thought, that.
I love fluffy pillows.
So when you say goblin,
It's so fluffy.
Yeah.
when you say goblin infestation,
Goblin infestation.
Goblin, you're sure about goblins?
Yeah, those goblins.
Do you have a what eyewitness report on that yourself? Or as far as I know, goblins aren't a thing.
Eldar, his entire family was murdered by goblins. You'll probably meet him later today.
I'm having to lean over and make sure I hear all of it.
But don't worry. I don't know if he's true or not. Could have been wolves for all I know.
Got it.
Those are different, very different things. One exists and the other doesn't.
But do they look like each other?
I don't know.
Wolves and goblins?
I've never seen either.
Has anyone here seen a goblin?
Nope.
I did have a wolf fur though back home, so it didn't have eyes or anything, but I know what the texture of the fur feels like.
Okay, so we got what wolf fur looks like, but no goblin actual sightings.
I've never seen one.
You've all seen pictures of them in books when you were kids, but that was last actual real goblin sighting has been a millennia or more ago.
I'm not that old.
Multiple millennia.
I'm not either.
All right.
I'm 19.
I prefer not to say.
I have no idea how old I am.
As the forest gives way
Learning a lot.
to a field, you
I'm
pass.
so ready to be done with this group after 3 weeks. Oh my god.
As the forest gives
Good thing
way,
this is our last episode of this game. This is my last job.
as you finally exit the forest that's kind of been surrounding you, kind of less less happy and more like standing sentinels around the road waiting to open fire upon you. As the forest gives way to a clearing, you pass a final cottage. Ahead of you, you can see a mountain that has dominated the landscape for the past week. It's called Atragian's Fang. It rises up for miles and fills in one side of the sky with a snow-packed apex that peaks above the clouds. As your eyes travel down the mountain, ahead of you, you see a signpost. It says Jurraferlesh, population 213, Mayor C.R. Morora. Ahead of that, you can see the actual town, the village of Jurraferlesh. And if it weren't for the mist and shadows, it would look like an idyllic painting of a sleepy mountain town next to a drowsy lake.
It's kind of cute.
It looks kind of nice.
I don't see any goblins. Doesn't look infested.
Standing next to the sign, wearing a red knit hat and in rough clothing, stands a man lazily wielding a demijohn. He takes a swig of it as you guys pass by him, never quite looking away from you.
My kind of guy.
And as your wagon pulls away from him, you see him stumble out into the road and slowly follow you into town.
Oh, looks like we got a friend.
You can hear the slam of a hammer hitting metal in a blacksmith shop not too far away. You see a couple of people around here, but it's very quiet for a town just before noon.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone roll a perception.
Ooh.
13.
10.
10.
6. Tell me what I see with my 6.
I'm a 4.
Okay. So everyone that rolled 10 or better.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it, Morgan.
Got it. On the dot.
It is it's strange while you're writing in here. There's something you can't quite put your finger on, but the fields around the town, they're getting a little overgrown and you don't see any livestock anywhere. This is a town in the middle of nowhere, so they are fairly self-sufficient.
Do we
But you
hear
don't see
any
anybody out.
birds or anything?
You do. Like occasionally you hear the caw of a raven.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's a crow.
Mm.
But that's it. After a couple of minutes of riding through this town, it's not very large. Sir Alden pulls up the wagon in front of a 2-story tavern with batwing doors. Above it says the Drowning Drow, and right in the middle of the sign is a skull. Very old, very yellow.
This looks like a nice place.
That's
that-
worth a lot of money.
He puts the brake on and he goes, "There it is. Everyone out of the wagon."
Is that guy still following us with the demijohn?
He's pretty far behind you,
Okay.
and he's kind of been swallowed up by the mists.
Oh, okay. Mists in midday. Well, you said there's a lake nearby.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, there's only one main road to this town. You can see maybe a path leading up the hills into the forest. There is a river just to the north, or sorry, a lake to the north and a small stream on the side of the road.
Sir Alden, who's our contact that we're looking for here?
I just brought you here. You guys are supposed to do the job now.
So you're just going to leave us here?
Well, we're all going to get him something to eat. I mean, I'm hungry.
Would you like me to return the splinter in my ass before I go? I wouldn't hate for your wagon to be short one splinter.
I mean, I can give you a bigger one if you want to keep that up. Oh, boy.
Okay. I'll just keep it to myself.
And then you hear like all of his joints pop as he stands up. And then he, slowly climbs off the thing as more things grind against each other inside of his armor. And he picks up
Okay.
He's like, I'm perfectly fine, little.
Would you like me to get you a bigger pillow for your wagon there? Maybe something fluffier? Maybe I can fluff that one up for you.
Well, I mean, if you really want to do it, it's perfectly fine. You might want to air it out first.
Of course.
And then he pulls an old axe handle off the side of the wagon and starts tramping up into the tavern.
All right.
Well, let's go inside.
Place doesn't seem very cheerful.
No, it doesn't.
I have a flute I could play as
No, that's
go
fine.
along.
That's
Maybe
fine.
in a minute.
Maybe
Okay.
later.
You let me know. I'll break out the flute.
I don't want to be run out of town just yet.
Okay.
So
We'll follow.
Okay.
him
Yes.
inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside.
Follow him into the drowning drow. Drowning or drowned?
Drowned. Sorry,
Drowned.
Drowned.
The drowned.
so it's
drow.
not currently happening.
Kind of
No, it's already
offensive.
happened.
It's already happened.
It is
Okay.
a little intense.
And foreboding.
Yeah.
Kind of racist
Yeah,
in a way. You know,
I would go that far.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys walk into the tavern. It is as any other tavern you've ever been to in a small town. Hard, rough-hewn timbers on the floor, post-lintel construction pretty much everywhere. Tables, chairs. You see a dwarf standing behind the bar, slowly polishing a cup and kind of staring off into the distance. Sir Alden walks up to him and he sits down at a stool in front of it and goes,
Hey, Tolliver, I need something to warm my bones on these days.
and the dwarf turns
Constantly
slowly.
straining to hear him.
And the dwarf that's polishing the cup kind of, like his concentration just breaks all of a sudden. And he looks over at Sir Alden and he goes, Sir Alden, I didn't know you arrived back in town. Of course. And he walks down the bar and grabs a old dusty bottle of liquor and walks back and pours a couple of fingers into a tumbler and hands it to Sir Alden. And then he picks up his glass again. And he just starts rubbing it again with his dirty rag.
I say, excuse me, sir.
And again, his concentration just kind of breaks and looks over and goes, "Oh, you're new."
I am. We all are, actually. We're here with Sir Alden. We would love a drink and maybe a place to stay for a little while.
Maybe lunch.
Maybe lunch.
Maybe something served in a glass that wasn't touched by that rag.
He kind of looks down at the rag and looks down at his glass, and he actually looks genuinely confused when he's looking. He kind of puts them both down and goes, "I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened here. Yes, I'll go see if Nobek has anything on the stove."
Thanks.
Great. And what was your name?
Oh, I'm Tolliver.
Tolliver. Hi, Nightshade. Nice to meet you.
Nightshade.
I like that name. It's super cool.
You're not human.
No.
No.
No, she's not.
Neither's the woman with the horns you were just speaking to.
That's all. Alden, why, Sir Alden? Why are these people here? And Sir Alden kind of looks up from his glass and goes,
This is the heroes I told you I was going to get to save the town.
I sort of straighten up and kind of like,
Unfortunately, this is all I could get my hands on for the price.
well,
do you
We are, honey. We are.
do you have any rotten fruit?
I'm gonna say yes, judging by the atmosphere.
yes, I'll
here.
go see. I'll go
That
see
would be
if Brogida has meals ready. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
I think the right question is, do you have anything that's not rotten?
And then he walks out of the bar into a back room.
we'd like
Harold
non-rotted
likes
fruit
rotten.
as well.
I'm not stupid.
Thanks. I don't know.
And then he walks away.
I like him.
I don't think he likes you.
He seemed very distracted.
He seems sort of off-put. Sir Alden, what's going on here?
I don't know. It's been a long trip. Maybe it's gotten worse.
Is there...
What's gotten worse?
What's it?
I assume the goblin attacks.
Yes.
Is there regularly this few people in town? I mean, it's noon on a weekday.
Well, I mean, it's a work day. They could be out working the fields.
Okay, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like many people around.
I'm just trying to enjoy my drink. It's been a very long drive.
All right.
Oh, I know you look tired. You look very sore. And where did he leave without giving us drinks?
I think he went to go get them.
Tolliver
checking
walks
on
back in a
food.
couple of seconds later and he goes, "I'm so sorry. Brogida has a stew going. It'll be ready in a few minutes. Drinks? Was there a question of drinks?
Who is it? I'm just wondering.
I think it's chicken.
Oh, that's okay. Is it like chicken breast or is it like the dark meat? I'm just like wondering the quality.
I honestly have no idea.
Oh,
I don't make it.
It's fine.
Brogida or Nobek makes it.
It sounds delicious.
Okay.
Is this like a normal lunch business for you? Oh, yeah, and we'll have a round of drinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that you can leave the bottle, preferably without touching it first.
It's noon. We may need to fight things.
He walks
later.
over
Could
to a
you go a
large-
little easy?
Okay, I'll only drink half of it.
He walks over to a large cask and he starts filling up mugs with mead, and
That'll do.
puts it down
That'll
in front of you guys.
Thank you very much.
A few
Oliver.
seconds later, a dwarf teenage girl walks out of the back room, and she's holding a tray with 6 steaming bowls full of stew. And she looks around and goes, "This is for you?" Yeah, this is for what?
I think so.
Stupid Brogita. Stupid Brogita.
No, that's great. That looks great for us. Thank you.
Thank
Brigida.
you. Thank you, Brigida.
And then
I
she
didn't have
plays
to
it
say
down
it.
on the
I
counter.
tip
and walks
her
out.
a silver.
Ooh, silver. Thank you.
You're
Thank you so much.
No problem.
She's cute.
Then she walks back into the back room of the tavern.
And you said Tolliver's a dwarf as well,
Yes.
right? Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So
Tolliver, is this your normal lunch crowd? Where is everybody?
I mean, it is kind of thin. We don't normally see people here, but I mean, some people should be here. They could all be at work.
Could it have something to do with this is gonna sound crazy. Goblin infestation?
Oh, that's been taken care of.
It has.
Oh.
Yeah. Tarl the blacksmith. He killed all the goblins.
Good for Tarl.
He's a
Wow.
blacksmith.
When did
Yeah.
he do that?
Oh, like 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, something like that.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, like right after Sir Alden left. I'm sorry, Sir Alden. We probably should have sent a runner to get you to turn around.
Or somebody cast a sending spell or something.
Sending stone.
Is the blacksmith still around?
Yeah, he's in the blacksmith shop.
I just there.
Go look. It says Kozak's blacksmth.
He
It's
seems to be in really good shape.
I honestly can't wait for you to meet Tarl.
McQuaid takes a long swig of mead because we've been on the road for 3 fucking weeks to this town.
So wait, this means I can drink now that
I don't know.
Maybe I start drinking anyway.
Yeah, you might as well go ahead.
A few minutes later, the raggedy man wearing the red hat walks into the bar.
The guy who has been who followed us at the entrance.
Yeah, he places a demijohn, now completely empty, onto the bar, and he pounds it twice and goes, "Tolliver, I'm gonna need another one from you."
What is a demi-john? I'm sorry, this is Morgan asking.
It's a large jug.
Oh, okay.
With a little handle for your finger.
Like you can do a jug blowing thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Got it.
That's
Does it have
cute.
like 3 X's on it?
Yeah, well, it only has 2 X's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
the good stuff.
No.
See, we learn something new every day.
How am I the only one who knew that?
The fact that you did, I mean, I'm impressed.
Everyone needs to sharpen up their vocabulary. There's going to be a lot of vocabulary words in this one.
Copy.
I look over and I say, "Hey, there's that guy."
With the red hat.
Sir
That would
Alden.
be kind of cool if it was clean and shaped properly, don't you think?
I gotta say, I like
He
that.
looks nice.
Yeah,
It's
he
just
looks
it's a
drunk.
little dirty and it's a little it's caving and crinkled. But if you shaped it and you cleaned it off, it could be a really great hat. That's just what I'm saying.
I take my mug and I kind of walk back up to the bar and I put it down next to him. And Tolliver, I'll have a refill. Hey
Sure,
there.
right away, sir.
Hey there, stranger.
The man in the red hat kind of just slowly shifts his body to look over at you and goes, "Huh?
We saw you standing at the entrance of town. Hello.
Hello,
What's your name?
Eldar
Eldar.
Duden."
Eldar Duden.
The red hat makes sense now.
Eldar Duden. Got it.
Yeah, that's my name. What do you want?
What do you we just came into town apparently to help out with that goblin infestation, but Tolliver there says it's all taken care of.
Tarl, he killed the goblins. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about the goblins anymore. I'm not going to talk about the goblins anymore. It's going to be fine.
I like your red hat.
Thank you. It was my wife's.
Do I believe him? What kind of vibe am I getting off of him?
Drunk.
Okay.
I mean, it does make sense because it is kind of a women's shaped hat, so it makes sense that it would belong to his wife.
Okay,
But
so-
I think he's repurposed it really well. It still should be cleaned, but
Are you an expert on hats? Because what do you think of this? The top hat? Am I pulling off the top hat?
it's too much.
Is it?
Yeah, it just looks like you're trying really hard.
Should I have gone with the
It's just my
derby?
opinion, though.
Tolliver, I am getting parched here. I need it, please.
I knew I should have gone with the derby.
But a tabaxi and a top hat is more alliterative.
Now I'm torn.
Yeah.
Tabaxi and top
Yeah,
hat.
okay,
Okay.
works.
All right.
You just do you.
Did you see that Tabaxi in a top hat who walked by? I mean, it just rolls off the tongue so much nicer than Tabaxi in a derby.
Well, now I feel
Tabaxi
easily
and a top hat. I do
identifiable.
like that.
Yeah.
What about Tabaxi with the demijohn? That's the word, right?
I mean, we can try to buy the demijohn off him.
I'm thinking about getting a toboggan.
The top-hatted Tabaxi with a toboggan.
Yeah.
Tolliver fills up the demijohn and he walks back over to Eldar, and he places it on there and goes, "Should I just put this on your tab, Eldar?" And Eldar goes, Yeah, put it on my tab. I mean, I'm good for it. You know, I'm good for it. I mean, I'm just gonna get back on my feet after what happened. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
What happened? Also, you have a tab.
What? I'm sorry. What?
How do you get a tab?
What? Yeah, but also, what happened?
You said get back on your feet after what happened.
I really don't want to talk about it. It was.
Did your wife die?
Does your wife wish she was dead?
That's
Oh boy.
not very nice.
Sorry. It's been a long ride. It's been a long ride.
It's.
Sometimes we say the wrong thing, but like we mean well.
Tolliver walks over. Tolliver walks over and goes, "It's okay. It's okay, Eldar. Just take it and go. Just take it and go." And Eldar picks up the demijohn and he walks away. And as Tolliver's watching him walk out, he turns to you guys and he says, "His family was killed by goblins. Every single one of them. His wife."
Did you see the goblins yourself?
put
I mean, that's
money
terrible. That's terrible. I'm very sorry to hear that. But I mean, you have to understand how it sounds when you say goblin infestation.
Brogita saw them. That's why she's here. Her mom, my sister, and her husband was killed.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
That's terrible. But you
That
didn't see the
sucks.
goblins yourself.
No, but Brogita did.
No, I'm not questioning that.
Do you want to talk to her?
I don't know. I mean, if the problem's taken care of, I sort of annoyed.
I mean, if she's free, we could talk to her.
I annoyed look over at Sir Alden like, what the fuck?
Sir Alden is quiet. Is now quietly snoring.
Oh,
And
great.
He's sitting in front of the fire.
Typical
He's snoring.
Sir Alden.
He is definitely just
Listen,
dead. to
he
the world.
does deserve a nap. He did cart us here, so I get it.
For
He did have the
apparently
pillow.
no reason, and now I don't even know if we're going to get paid.
Tolliver walks over to the door and he kind of opens it up and goes, "Brogita, can you come in here, please, honey? Thank you." And then the dwarf girl walks back out. She goes, "What is it, Uncle Tolliver?"
I love your dress, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really great.
It was. It's my last gift my mom gave me.
Oh.
We're so sorry to hear about that. About what happened to your family.
It's. Yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, that's what. There's a plague comes through here occasionally. It's. Yeah.
Wait, a plague?
Well, no, I'm just. I don't know what I'm saying. It's things. Sometimes bad things happen. That's what Uncle Nobeck keeps telling me. That bad things just happen sometimes, and
And you're sure it was goblins?
I'm very sure.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm very sure it was goblins.
And this was a few weeks ago, you said.
It was right before Sir Alden left.
And Tarl himself took care of it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he killed the goblin himself. That's
very
what he said.
impressive.
Like there was one goblin, or there was like a lot of goblins?
I saw one goblin. I don't know how many goblins there were, but I definitely saw one.
What did they look like?
They had large ears and big eyes and pointy teeth and really short, even shorter than me. And I'm not very tall.
Oh, you're fine. You'll get there.
Well,
Oh my God, I
thank
hate
you.
short people.
Real.
Sorry.
I mean,
Not short. I meant like shorter than you short. That's what I
Like,
mean. You're just,
Even so, let's just.
I mean,
Some
it's
thoughts on the
no,
inside.
it's okay. It's okay. It's just how
you do
drow
have a
act
point.
sometimes.
You
You can't expect them to be civilized. It's okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm sorry, what? I'm a noble.
This
I grew up in a
stew is
castle.
delicious.
Really
Brigida.
great
really
stew,
good,
Brigida.
savory.
I just want you to know I grew up in a castle
Rail.
That's very
with
very
really nice things.
very.
I had a toilet made of gold. It was made of gold, like real, solid, pure gold. I'm very civilized.
Is that all, my lady? Can I leave now?
Yes, Brigida.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Still love your dress.
We'll be around.
She walks out you can quietly hear her weeping as she leaves, and another dwarf man walks out of the back, and he's wiping his hands with a rag, and he goes, Brigida, what the hell happened to her?
I think if we get 3 more of them to cry, we get a free sandwich.
It's been a hard day already, you know.
Who are you?
Heroes.
Yeah, we're the heroes that apparently aren't needed. Just come to town.
Yeah, we were going to come and help out with the goblins.
Yeah, we heard you had a goblin
Tarl
problem.
did that, huh?
We come all the way from Jurraferlesh. Right?
New Calendar.
New Calendar, sorry.
That's
right.
We're into it.
We just killed a lot of big rats.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we don't really have a rat problem here, and we don't really have a goblin problem over here.
Yeah,
that's what we hear.
We're here now.
Tarl
How
killed
did
them all.
Unfortunate.
How did one guy kill all those goblins?
I mean, not the way he tells it. He was out in the woods, and then he just saw something in the trees. He thought it was a deer, and he shot it with his arrow. I think what happened is that he was out in the woods, and he was a little drunk, and he probably thought it was probably exactly how he said it, but just less heroic, probably.
Huh.
There's only one goblin then?
Yeah, I think the infestation is gone. I mean, all it's dead.
Doesn't sound infestation-y.
Yeah, it's like, infestation is
one.
usually like more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Were there multiple
I would give
attacks?
10. 10 for infestation.
Yeah, Eldar and Brigida. That's it.
And
How many? This is a town of over 200 people, right? We saw the sign on the way in.
213, the sign said.
Where is everybody?
They're probably at work.
at work. Okay.
Yeah, probably
Mostly farmers.
farmers. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, the mayor's in her mill. You could probably go talk to her. I guess. I don't.
But no problems in the past 4 weeks?
No, everything's been right as right. I mean, we got a little too much rain, honestly. Isn't that right, honey? And Tolliver nods his head.
Well, unfortunately, we don't know any druids.
Yeah. So, love, I'm gonna go back to work. This beer's not gonna transfer itself.
Sure.
And Tolliver nods to Nobek, and Nobek walks out.
Do you think the 213 on the sign is the population or just the cap?
Oh, no, I was wondering if the 213, like, if they've changed since the people died. Like, so, like, is it really just, like, 211?
Recently scratched
I'm just-
out.
yeah,
Like, it doesn't look like it's been, it was, like,
There
I'm just
was.
wondering if there's a 1 in, 1 out rule.
I mean, if you were to really think about it, you might have thought there might have been some fresh paint on it, like a slightly lighter color than the rest of the sign.
All right, I'm going to go over to the table where Sir Alden's sitting and sleeping and kick his chair.
He's and he grabs his axe and he just swings it wildly in the air. I'll get you.
I'll try to like stop his arm. Like,
easily stops
Easy.
it. He's like, what?
Easy, old codger.
Oh, it's you, McQuaid. What do you want?
What the hell?
What do you mean, what the hell?
I mean, there is no need for us in this town, and we've just been on the road in a very uncomfortable cart for 3 weeks, and now there's nothing here for us.
I mean, how was I supposed to know when I left a month and a half ago that there was going to be nothing here?
Can we still get paid for our time?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was hired by the mayor to do this. I mean, I assume she'll probably pay half, or I don't know.
For closure's sake, do we want to talk to the world's most heroic blacksmith?
Sure, but and the mayor, yeah, for sure. I mean, maybe we
I
just
would like to
Knowing
meet the
this town is
blacksmith.
probably the same person.
Just blacksmith, you know, they, like,
we did get the mayor's name,
Yes,
didn't we?
it's C.R. Morora.
Marora, very lovely name.
it's like Aurora.
Yeah, you should probably go talk to Cecilia. She'll know what's.
Her name is Cecilia.
Cecilia.
Cecilia Marora.
She is breaking my heart.
That's a
I was going to say this same thing.
all of her names inspired by songs.
Correct.
Amazing.
Simon
Well, what are you?
Garfunkel
You just gonna get a room and crash, Alden?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go up to my keep probably sometime tomorrow.
Oh, you have
keep
a
man.
keep in town.
Are ya?
Well, not in town. It's like a day's travel north of here.
Got it.
Oh,
Good to know.
don't
I mean,
forget
I
your
invite
pillow.
you, but you do have a job to do. So
Oh yeah. Apparently we
did the
do.
job.
We have to stop the goblins that aren't here anymore.
I know the massive goblin infestation of one goblin
That was apparently killed by a blacksmith
by a blacksmith,
shooting a deer.
a drunk blacksmith. Cool.
I am honestly getting a little sick and tired of all your complaining here.
okay,
I hired you for the job. I will
have
pay
you-
you half. Go talk to the mayor if you have a problem with it. It's not my issue.
All right.
All right, well.
Every job we do, though, The creatures are either different or they don't exist.
Again, how is that my problem?
I don't feel like you pay attention to detail.
Okay, so here's how it works. I am upper management. I am a big picture guy. And I figure out what's going to happen. And you are the worker bees. You do my bidding.
I'm royalty.
You just.
I put my hands in the air. I walk outside, but while I'm outside, I go to his wagon. I take the pillow and I just throw it like as far away as possible.
Your aim is true, and it definitely lands inside of a very deep and very muddy hole.
Okay. And then I stand out there.
Yeah, I'll follow him out. I'll
Follow out too.
drink the rest of my mead, put it on the bar, and I'll toss a gold piece to Tolliver, and
He doesn't even notice it. He's going back to just kind of staring off into space.
So do we want to talk to this drunk
I say we talk to
blacksmith or
the
the mayor?
So look around. Like what do we got? Is there a place that looks like a mayor might be?
Somebody, there is no like official city building that you can see.
Didn't he say something about like the mill that she like hangs out at the mill or something?
Very astute of you.
Just north of town, you can see a mill right next to the stream that's being fed by the deep pool. You can also pass the blacksmith shop.
Is the pool functioning?
No, I mean it's a large a pond, like a large pond with a.
Is it like fresh water that can be? Or saltwater.
Only one way to find out, but it doesn't smell salty at all.
It's fun to go swimming, don't you think?
It is raining. Or drizzling, should I say.
I know, but like to go swimming in the rain, it's kind of romantic.
If it were a touch warmer, maybe.
Harold doesn't like water.
I guess Harold doesn't have to go in the water.
But we do hear the clanking of a blacksmith.
Yes. You pass the blacksmith. You pass the blacksmith shop on your way into town.
I hear some clanking in there.
Yeah, that's definite clanking.
I'm gonna go stop.
I guess if we're just already walking
we're
by,
on the way.
let's see the hero of Jurraferlesh.
So you walk down the street. You're walking on the wooden sidewalk next to it because the road is completely muddy.
I wonder if he's handsome. Like, I wonder if he's got like good bone structure. Because blacksmith, they're throwing a hammer around all day, so like that they're built like they have totally strong muscles. So like I just wonder if
there's only one way to solve this mystery.
Yep, I bet we'll see him in seconds.
Do you want to draw a picture first?
No,
and
I'm
then
just like picturing it in my mind.
Okay.
Literally 10 steps from the door.
As you're walking down, you pass.
I would say get your hopes as high as possible.
They are soups high.
Awesome.
I deserve this.
You pass a general store. You walk. You see off in the distance, not too far away, a quintus, which is a chapel, and then you arrive in front of a medium-sized building with large double doors in the front, and on the top it says Kozak Blacksmith / Taxidermy. You arrive in front of a large building with double doors, and on it says Kozak Blacksmith / Taxidermy.
Oh, taxidermy.
You can hear the sound of metal hitting metal on the other side.
Interesting.
Taxidermy is like so expensive. Like to have someone do it really well, like where it actually looks like your pet. It's like so expensive. It's an artist in this.
I kind of appreciate if we don't talk about skinning animals. I'm just a little nervous going into there. I have very nice fur.
You don't like skin live. You wait till they've like passed on, and then you're like, I want to preserve them. I want them in my life for forever. I don't want to put like in a hole in the ground.
Well, please, if something happens to me, could I be a rug?
Sure.
Thanks. Thanks. I appreciate that.
I will make you into a hat.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You are welcome.
A derby, ironically.
I looked at all them and go, burn my body.
Oh, yeah.
You got it. Burn my body.
Problem.
For sure.
Okay.
All right, and I push open the door to, what did you say the name was?
Kozak.
Tarl Kozak.
Blacksmith and taxidermy.
Wow.
Go hand in hand.
Hello.
You open the door. Inside is the room is dark except for the forge fire. Standing in front of it, wearing very little, you see a woman, probably on the later side of 50, arms bare, giant beefy arms, slowly just pounding a piece of metal in a metronomic fashion.
Oof.
Sweat is pouring off of her.
Should I be enjoying this?
I mean,
She doesn't notice you. She's
not here to yuck your yum, Dave.
I don't think he's here. That looks like a woman.
She stops and turns and goes, "Can I help you?"
Hi.
When she turns around, you can see that her nose has been broken once or twice in the past.
Oh.
And half of her face is burned ever so slightly. She has some old scarring. What? Who are you? Why are you in my son's shop?
Oh, your son. Okay. Thank God.
Young lady,
hoping
a
that
young
was the
lady.
blacksmith.
So charmed to meet you. My name is Storm at Sea of the Ocean Miss Clan.
She is staring at you incredulously.
Such a delight to meet you. We had a few few questions regarding the recent events with the goblins, my lady.
She turns to McQuaid and goes, "Is that cat talking to me?
Yeah, he does that.
Is he allowed to?"
Yeah. Yes, he is.
I'm allowed on the furniture too.
That's right.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I really stopped listening to you a long time. I'm so sorry about
It's
that.
so fine. Would your son be Tarl?
Yes.
Ah, yes. Is he around?
Hero. Did you know that your son?
I know. We hear such amazing things about him. That's why we came here.
We
wanted
would
to-
love to meet him if he's here.
You see her face drop, and she looks at you and goes, "You're here about the goblin."
Yeah.
the one goblin infestation.
Fine. Tarl, get out here.
What's your name, miss?
I'm Sarota.
Sarota. It's a
Sarota.
pleasure.
You
That's
A
raised
lovely name
young man.
for a lovely lady.
I'm really sorry. I really want to pet you right now, and I don't know how to do that, so I'm going to walk away. Thank you. Goodbye.
It's a good choice. It's actually offensive to my people.
I mean, she. Yeah.
And she walks away, and as she's walking away, she opens the door to the house proper, and you can literally just see like paintings of like kittens on the wall. And she slams the door behind her, and you see her shaking her head like she's just confused.
Some of these smaller country towns,
A
sorry.
couple seconds later,
I'm actually torn between two worlds right now.
Maybe she was thrown off by your nipple rings.
Wow.
the
to mention-
door,
I thought I
physical
covered those.
No, they were poking out.
Oh, okay, got it.
the door behind the forge slowly opens, and in shadowed behind there, you see a very large man, 6'5", maybe,
Wow.
Taller than me.
tall,
I don't like
brawny.
Oh.
He walks out, wiping his hands, and as he walks into the shade, you see that he has a pockmarked face, and he's more fat than strong, and he's mostly bald, and his nose is, his ears are cauliflowered, and as he kind of smiles at you, you can see a couple of, or most of his teeth are missing,
You're in luck. He's got his mother's looks.
and he goes, and he looks at you and goes, "What can I do for you all?"
Would you be Tarl?
I be.
We've heard such tales of your heroics.
Slaying the goblin infestation.
Indeed.
Yeah, you're like
Yes,
a hero or something.
I was the one that killed the goblin.
We'd
That
love
was-
to
that
hear
was
about that.
My quest.
Weeks ago, we heard, yes? Your quest.
It was a fantastic story that I am willing to relate to you if you have a mind to listen to it.
Unfortunately, I think we do.
Sure.
Very well. Grab an anvil and gather around.
That one's hot. Don't sit on it.
You do not want to touch that one.
Yeah.
We've been
That is
sitting
mother's
for a
info.
while.
Actually, yeah,
I think we're
standing is
good.
probably going to
Yeah,
do us
I'll
better.
sit. It's fine. That one's hot. This one's cool. Okay, yeah, it's warm. It'd
It's,
be nice to
if
sit
you can
something warm.
sit closer to me if you want to, little lady. It's
I'm
quite.
fine here.
She was very excited to meet you.
She was.
The stories we've
Been
heard.
talking about you
Thinks you're very
constantly.
pretty.
Well, I have been known to turn many heads in my earlier days.
I'm sure.
They did call me the heartbreaker of the Trajan's Pass
Wow.
when I was a child.
That's a
Quick question.
That's a mouthful of a nickname.
Yes, sir.
Your father. When did he pass?
He passed, I believe it was 10 summers ago, sir.
I'm so sorry to hear that. So your mother,
Yes.
she's
Anyway, the goblin infestation.
Very well, yes, the goblin infestation. What are you doing? I was taking my normal.
I have a type.
I was taking my normal jaunt through the woods, my constitutional in the mornings, as I want to do in order to maintain the physique that I have built over time.
Physique, sure.
It's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Right out?
I always bring it. as I am wont to
Insight
do. I also always. You want an insight check?
No, I was doing an insight check on her. That's so funny.
It's a 4.
As I am wont to do, I brought my bow with me in case I come across any kind of victual of the walking variety that I may bring home to mother for her to provide me with some sustenance. And then I could also use the fur to do what I like to call as my own artistry.
Oh.
I was out there in the woods. He is kind of saying it almost like in a rote fashion.
I've told this story many times.
As I was out there in the woods, the sun just glinting up above the trees, the clouds were parting in front of me when I saw it in front of me,
And
just off the trail.
A goblin.
Yeah.
It was a goblin.
Goblin.
It didn't see me, for I was upwind. I was down. I was upwind of it. Or was it downwind of it? One of those two.
Either
one where
one.
it can't smell me.
Nearby.
You broke the wind of it.
Sure.
Correct.
Okay.
And I slowly pulled out my bow. I strung it at that moment because, as you know, a well-maintained bow is never strung until you are actually going to use it. Otherwise, it will lose some of its elasticity.
Of course. Yes.
I pulled out my lucky arrow, which I call lucky.
Oh.
One arrow.
Yes. Well, I have 2 more.
Oh, okay.
I pulled back on my bow and I took a quiet breath and then I held it. And it was just me and the goblin. And the time and the moment expanded. Between two
I
heartbeats.
accidentally knock over something metal. Oh, Jesus.
You probably shouldn't do that. Mother will get quite angry.
Sorry.
Where was I?
He was just
You had just shot the goblin.
Something about a
Shoot
bow.
the goblin, yes. Shoot the goblin. It was between 2 heartbeats when the goblin turned to face me. Our eyes locked, hunter and prey.
What color were his eyes? Just out of curiosity.
Brown.
Okay.
Our eyes locked, hunter and prey. For a moment, we knew each other more intimately than a man can ever know a woman, or vice versa.
Oh.
Get to that. Keep
Then,
What did he do to the goblin?
with a
no.
with a twitch of my fingers, the arrow was loosed from my bow, and it flew straight and proud, and it impaled the goblin straight through the heart. It had one moment to ask itself, "Is this the end of me?" And it looked at me again, and knew that I, the proud hunter, was the one that took it down. And then it fell down, its lifeblood ebbing out of its chest.
Mm-hmm.
You should write this down. This is great.
It's like erotic fiction.
What's that?
Well, that's
I don't know.
It sounds interesting though.
Do I believe a word that he's saying?
You can roll an insight check if you want
Yes,
to.
I will. That's a nat 1 for a total of 2.
I'm a 15.
I believe everything.
It seems truthful. I mean, it seems embellished, but he doesn't appear to be actively lying.
Well, all right.
And then he says, and then, as its final breath was taken, I stood above him and I nodded to him as predator and prey. And that is the tale of me killing the goblin infestation.
What did you do with the body?
Yeah, just stuff it.
Did you leave it?
Well, of course I
eat it?
stuffed it. It's out back. Would you like to see it?
Oh, yes.
Of course.
I was kidding, but yes.
Okay,
I am in the middle. I am
kind of cool.
I am in the middle of taxidermy, and I usually do not show people the mid process of it. Would a
I've
master
actually
show a
seen-
painting that's not finished?
I've actually seen taxidermy, like the process of it.
She
before.
has multiple pets that have been
Well,
taxidermied.
because that's like what you do when you're rich. You just save your pet for forever. But anyway, I've seen this, so I'm not intimidated by it. So if they don't want to see it or you don't feel comfortable, I just want you to know I know what to expect.
I'm pleased we've come all this way for word of goblins. I mean,
We understand the creative process.
I would be happy to show you the goblin,
Let's please see it.
especially to you, little lady. Why don't you come stand next to me while we go into the back?
I just sort
I'll
of
just
make
stand
way
back
for.
here.
Oh no,
I'll
okay.
just- I'll
She's
give you
talked
your
about you
space.
all day.
All day.
Well, I mean, after
This
yes,
is such
of course.
our lucky day.
Then he walks back into the. Opens the door, and
Ray and
beckons you to
Cecil are
follow.
going to marry this entire family.
and he beckons you to follow to the workshop in the rear. He's like, after you all, of course.
Oh, thank you.
Here we go.
Come into my lair. That's just a joke. It's not a lair. It's just a taxidermy shop.
Oh.
Weird. Anyway,
He's a hit with the ladies.
I walk forward.
I do too.
You walk into the back. There are animal skins up on frames surrounding there. You can see
I say, Cecil, get ready.
deer and rabbits.
It's a lovely room of death you have here.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't
You
smell
see,
great.
you see a couple of drawers,
smells
a couple of like
awful.
boxes that are just filled with bones standing next to there.
Bone drawers.
And on a table right in the middle, you can see the skin of a creature. It is maybe about 3 feet tall. Green and sallow with lots of scars all over it, long pointy ears and its eye sockets are much larger than you'd expect it to be, and a mouth that seems to be twice as wide as it should be.
Ooh. Does this look like what we would know to be a goblin?
I mean, it's flattened,
Yeah.
So maybe. I mean, it vaguely looks like a
Whatever
goblin.
it is, it's.
I'm not really
you.
proficient in history
Does it look like
checks.
anything else?
I might be.
To our knowledge, like could be anything
you
other
could-
than a goblin.
You can
I rolled 18 on a history check of like, I don't know.
I mean, this is kind of what they describe goblins to be: kind of greenish, kind of long ears, big mouth. But there's no skeleton attached to it, and there's no eyes, so you can't.
Did
tell
you
anything
show
else.
this to the people who
Of course, I brought it in as a triumph, as we used to do in the olden days.
and the people who saw it, the people whose families were attacked, the girl at the tavern, did she?
Brogita and Eldar.
Brogita, yeah. Did they positively identify it?
Of course, they did, sir.
All right.
What color is the skin?
It's kind of like a greenish, like a mottled green color.
I kind of want to look close at it and see if it's maybe been altered or dyed or anything like that.
Roll an investigation or perception, whichever one you have, or whichever one you want to use.
Perception-y. That's a 10.
I mean, taxidermy does require like the skinning of a creature, so there has been some alteration to it, but you're not sure if it was altered at this state or at some previous state.
Okay.
I guess you do notice that there's a lot of scarring around the eyes, though. But that's about all it. And the body is completely naked, so it's all there.
Does it have its eyes or is eyes removed?
Its eyes and skull have been removed.
Eyes and skull removed.
And all the skeleton's removed. This is just
Right,
the
it's
skin.
just the
that's sitting
skin.
on
Just
there.
the skin.
Just out of curiosity,
And you do see like a stitched hole right here.
can we tell if it's like male or female?
It is definitely male.
Oh,
Well, there's
It is
that.
100% male.
Well, now I want to kill these things more.
Well,
It is. It is very he is
satisfy
very
all your
intimidating.
goblin curiosities now, if you wish.
Did you keep the teeth anywhere?
Well, the skull is over there in that box,
Okay, I'm gonna go look at the skull.
Yeah, let's look at the skull
along
box.
with the rest of the bones.
Skull box.
You points to a box and you go open it up and you see, and as you open it, you see that there's a bunch of bones in this box and they're covered in beetles.
Oh.
And he goes, probably should not touch the beetles. Those are flesh-eating beetles. They will tear the flesh off your body.
Aptly named.
So I shouldn't have eaten 5 of them already.
You really have to work on your self-control.
But there's a skull in there, and you can see like a jaw, and
Sharp
top,
teeth
and it's
and
sharp
all that.
needly
All right.
teeth.
do you
Yeah.
know that if you crush beetles, you can actually make makeup. Like that's the pigment for like lips. If you're gonna do a little rouge on, you don't look like you wear makeup, but you
Maybe for his
might.
mother.
Ma'am, you should not. You
Do
should
not put an ounce of makeup on that woman's face.
Ma'am, you should not make suppositions about what man does or does not know. I do know, of course, that beetles are used in the creation of both rouge and lipstick, and also creating a kind of lacquer called shellac.
Yeah.
He's quite the Renaissance
Oh,
man.
wow.
Yeah.
What's the
Maybe
Renaissance?
we have more in common than I thought.
I think Rael's into this guy. I don't know.
Definitely.
I mean, this is,
I keep
yeah.
going back and forth about it.
I kind
All
of
right,
ship
then.
these.
Well, congratulations on stopping
We
the.
could leave her here
we
with
could.
it.
No, I'm not ready for that.
Wait a
kind of
minute.
commitment.
Oh, okay.
Are you
all
the
right.
general? Are you the heroes that Sir Eldon said that he was going to be bringing to rescue us from the Goblin infestation?
That's right.
That are
We are those suckers.
Yep, we're the
Yeah,
heroes.
We're the people
I
who
guess.
rode 3 weeks in a very uncomfortable cart.
You
to-
must feel very embarrassed that I was able to take care of this problem instead of you professionals.
That's
We
not the
are.
word that
Not
I would have
really.
chosen, but you know, I don't feel great about
I
it.
understand that I am a model of a man.
I feel like we would have been embarrassed. Hear me out. I feel like we would have been embarrassed if we got here and then we couldn't take care of the problem. The problem was still here and we couldn't take care of it, and then you did. Then we'd feel embarrassed.
I'm just sort of pissed at Sir Alden.
We haven't really had a chance to like prove ourselves, so like there's no reason to be embarrassed. I just want to be clear about that.
So Sir Alden, let me get this straight. Sir Alden hired a bunch of people that don't know what they're doing to take care of this infestation when he could have hired me.
Whoa.
No, I'm sorry.
That's a misunderstanding.
That feels like a trigger word right there.
All right.
I apologize for that statement. That was spoken out of turn. I, of course, would never mean to insult any of you.
Like some
seemed like huge,
really
very
large
aggressive
rats.
You guys are making us sound like an extermination company.
Well, thank you so much for your
I mean,
time.
kind of are.
Very
Are
good.
we?
Very good, my lady.
There's not much. Thank you.
Well,
all right.
it looks
Well,
like a
Tarl,
goblin to
it was
me.
a pleasure. Congratulations on your heroics.
Thank you. You're all welcome back in my shop at
did
any
he-
time.
Yeah,
Did he tell us
I'm going to
the-
leave this town as fast as possible and never come back.
Did
Probably.
he tell us the spot where he found this?
He didn't.
He not tell. Maybe we could get like a little idea where you found this. This little guy
sure.
here?
Yes, I was up in the woods, someplace between where Eldar's house and Brogida's, the Crag branches had their house up there. That's where I was traipsing around.
Okay.
Thanks, Tarl.
Last question. Do you also make jewelry here? Do you have like a piece that I'm just like, I love to collect jewelry. I was just wondering if you.
Ma'am, I am a blacksmith. That means I work for a living. I do have a delicate touch with the metal, though, and I can create many objects, quite a bit, quite a lot of beauty.
samples of your work?
Got a delicate touch.
I do not have samples of my work, but if you were to give me a design, I would be able to pound it out, if you know what I mean.
While we're on the
All right, this
subject
just
of
turned
pounding
a
out,
corner.
I believe if we are going to be staying at the local establishment here,
Drowned
the
Drow.
Drowned Drow.
Drowned
yes.
Drow, if you or
funny how
your
the-
mother has any questions for us, we'd be happy to ask. And
Very well. I shall send my mother along presently when she has any issues or any other queries that she would like to give to you.
you're a good boy.
I'm
Sir.
giving Cecil an odd look.
What?
Nothing.
Good day to you all, especially you, my lady.
Samesies.
All right, we leave.
Matron preserve us. Good God.
You guys walk back outside into the drizzle. It was quite warm in the shop, which was kind of nice, and now it's not.
Well, that looked like a goblin to me.
Yeah. I guess.
Like one goblin.
One goblin. Why, but that doesn't make any sense.
None of this makes any sense.
But they haven't had any problems in 3 weeks.
I know. So what are we doing here?
What are we doing here? I mean, let's go to the mayor and try to get paid at least half.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
I don't know what else to do.
Lovely family.
Yeah, they were nice.
They were nice.
Yeah, you can have a future here if you wanted to,
You and Rael.
I'm good. I'm not going to stay. I did want him to maybe make me a piece of jewelry, but if he doesn't have samples, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get
I
then.
can't just like take his word for it because like he's like, oh, I have a delicate touch, but like I have a really small ring finger, so like maybe.
Little too far inland for me.
As you guys are standing
There's
outside,
a lake right there.
you see three wagons come speeding by you, and by speeding I mean they're going like 10 miles an hour.
Whoa!
Oh God!
Just blazing fast for a wagon.
Lilith, be careful!
It's,
It's eventually going to hit one of us.
Oh my God!
yeah. Something thinking of that scene in Austin Powers. So these three wagons go blazing past you, and they kind of pull up right next to where Sir Alden's wagon is in front of the Drowned Drow, and you see three halflings jump off the wagons and hurry inside to the into the tavern.
I see. Well, they certainly seem like they were in a big hurry.
I guess. But you
Is
know,
it happy hour? Because I would be too.
I don't know. I mean, we could go check it out, or we could go to the mayor. I'd like my money.
I want my money.
I want my money, and I want to
I want my money.
figure out what the hell's going on here.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you walk past the you walk down the other side of town
To the mill.
and you walk to the mill. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You arrive at the mill. It's pretty standard mill. There's a collecting pool on the side of it and a large wheel that's slowly spinning. Next to it, in front of it, it says Marora Milling.
Aurora.
Say hello.
Hello, Mayor Morora?
Like, hello.
Cecilia, you're around.
Cecilia, please. Yes, please come in.
Hi.
Please. Oh my God. You're all here. Hello. Hi. How all are you? Hello.
So nice to meet you.
Hello.
I love your outfit.
Are you here for some cornmeal? Is that what you're here for? I don't know. What can I get for you?
Do
Or
you
some other
know
flour or
about who we are?
I assume you came with Addis.
No, sadly, we came with Sir Alden Straightaxe, as a matter of fact. Just arrived to town.
Him?
Yeah, him.
Wait, he found somebody?
He
Yeah,
did.
and
He
it's
found
the
the five of us.
Yeah, no, we came with
You?
We're
Yeah.
the heroes.
Yep.
Oh.
You needed heroes. Here we are.
Oh, okay. So there's no goblins.
Yeah, we heard about
We
that.
heard.
Yeah. Oh, you
saw.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just came from Tarls, as a matter of fact.
Well, since there's no goblins, I don't think there's any question about pay. Of course, we'll find a way to get you back to New Calendar. That's obviously what we're going to do.
Thanks.
But I mean, there's no goblins here, so probably should just get going, right?
She seems kind of nervous, huh?
No.
Can I do an
can
insight check
say,
on her? Yeah.
What is she a human lady?
Dwarf.
Okay.
So was there really only one goblin?
As far as I know, that's all the tar killed.
13.
You don't know. You can't tell if she's nervous or just this is just how she is.
So, but you said it was an infestation.
I mean, infestations could be anything. I mean, what do you mean exactly by infestation? Do you actually have a number in mind for an infestation?
I just rolled
Greater
a 17
than one.
on a
I think we
perception
agreed, yeah, greater than one. That was our
Definitely greater than
consensus.
It also doesn't make a lot of sense that one goblin survives. I mean, normally to make more goblins, you need at least two.
Well, I mean, I'm not into any husbandry or anything like that, so I wouldn't know anything about that. Obviously,
I mean, I don't know.
So what are you right now? I mean,
That's fine. Look, you seem to have taken care of your own problem.
yes, it's taken care of, so there's no reason for any of you to stay here anymore.
Well,
I
okay, but here's
agree.
the thing. We were still like hired for a job and we were contracted and it was like,
No. I hired you for a job, and you haven't done the job, so therefore I'm not going to pay you for the job.
What?
Could we get paid maybe half for our time?
Yeah.
Half of your. That's kind of extortion, isn't it?
That's just what Sir Alden.
Very strong word.
It was
No.
what Sir Alden.
But I
had
am not
mentioned to
above
us.
extortion.
No.
Sir
we're
Alden
not-
mentioned it to us.
There's
Sir
not
Alden promised you this money. Did he say I was going to pay you half if you didn't do anything?
He actually did say that. Yes.
He said that he would give us half, and then if we weren't okay with half and we wanted full, then we should talk to you. So
You have to understand, I'm a member of the City Watch of New Calendar, and I
Oh.
have taken a month of my time to help you solve your problem here, and I need to be compensated for that.
Well, of course, we don't want to do anything with the law. I mean, we're going to do everything above board. Obviously, that's what we're going to do here.
Yes.
So, yeah, Sir Alden promised you. I guess we can pay for you. I mean, I don't. It doesn't seem right to me, but I guess we can give you half the gold
That would be
that we agreed
wonderful.
to, and then you're going to find your own way back, though.
That's fine.
Very well. Okay, good.
I'm
Good.
sure
Excellent.
we can contract a cart.
I will, of course, pay for your night's stay at the Drowned Drow.
That would
you.
be very nice.
I thought that was
Thank
like already
you.
paid for, but okay, cool.
That would be great. Thank you very much.
I'm actually, this is a nice town. I wonder if maybe I'd feel like staying a little longer here.
Well, I mean, that's completely up to you. I mean, if you want to stay longer, but there's really no reason for you to stay any longer.
No reason. Not.
I mean, you're here just to get rid of.
Lovely.
I mean, unless of course
You got a
you're into
beautiful
herding or
lake.
farming or something like that.
Are you not
no.
worried that there's going to be like more goblins? That maybe
Well, the goblin infestation was taken care of. So why would there be any more
Well,
goblins?
And they've got Tarl. They're obviously not in any danger.
yeah.
But like, there's never just like one
Yes,
goblin.
we
'Cause
have
you need-
caught Tarl.
You need 2 goblins to make goblins. So like, there's never just one. So what if there's like that was like the searcher, and then they're hibernating and they're going to make their next move, and then there's like 7 of them, and then you need us.
Oh, number one, I am a mother, so I do know how children are created. Thank you for that lesson.
Remarkably
There was
astute.
only
thing
one-
you just said there, Ray. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's only one goblin ever seen. One goblin is killed. And
Well,
it
you know,
appears that it's problem's taken care of.
When you have one goblin and they're disgusting creatures, just disgusting,
That was
gross,
that one.
gross,
Yes,
gross
very,
creatures.
very much so.
Disgusting, well
disgusting creatures. I mean, you think they're disgusting as well, right?
Of course I do.
Oh,
Who would like a goblin?
I don't know. Who would
Probably
like
the
a
goblin's
goblin?
mom would like the goblin.
A goblin? No, goblin's mom would like.
I mean,
a goblin.
there is that old
Face
saying: a
something
face
better.
only a goblin's mom would like.
Oh, I
There
heard
is that
yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
So if there's anything else I can do for you, unless you're want to buy some cornmeal or some
We
flour.
just
or-
ate.
Yes,
Let's
we
take
did.
on the road.
I had some of that wonderful chicken stew. From
Do you
the
feel like getting a
Drowned
bag of cornmeal for the road?
That'd be kind of good. Like it's gluten.
What
Do you mind if we come in?
do with it?
To
Sure, absolutely, you can come in. I mean, if you want to shop around, we sell.
sure. I'd like to look around a bit.
Like a bread or like.
Okay.
We came all this way. We might as well
add
just.
some milk to it. It's like a porridge.
Yeah.
You walk in. It's more or less just one giant room. You see.
Rail, who are you talking to?
I ask myself that about her hourly.
Maybe somebody's listening.
Somebody at home is listening. You walk into the.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No. Before I was gonna hang back while all of them stepped in,
Yeah,
and
just
sort
hang
of
back.
feeling a mildly suspicious vibe that Cecil is getting or something. I'm gonna use one of my divine senses of the day.
Cecilia is her name.
And just see.
But I am
And
Cecil.
Just I'm gonna say a brief prayer to the matron.
Okay.
She's me.
And try to detect.
You figured it out already?
She's me.
Oh my
God.
That's called divine sense, right? Detect the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, or
Okay.
any consecrated or desecrated.
How about goblins?
Probably wouldn't.
You need to detect goblin spell.
Right. Forgot.
What
Forgot
if
about that.
Which does any of you have in your spell list?
No.
Oh,
So
too
I'm
bad.
I'm just gonna pop off one of those and see
Okay.
if anything
She's like-
anything
Right, so
light,
you
lights
pop
up.
it off.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
She
Nothing.
could be.
All right. Then I just shake my head and I walk inside
I
and
don't
follow the
think
rest
she
of them.
is.
But
Okay.
what if?
She could be.
You walk into the mill. It is there's a large rock, large millstone of all things, rolling around a central thing, and you see a man sitting next to it. And every time the millstone goes by, he takes out like a handful of kernels and throws it on top of it, and the thing starts grinding it into flour. And he turns around and he goes, "Cecile, who are these people? Why are they in our mill?"
Well, we're here for a bag of grain. Milled grain. Do we want grain?
You're here to buy flour.
Sure.
And we're here to be compensated for our time.
Compensated for your
That too.
time.
Yeah, we're just looking around,
Well, you can
doing a little shopping.
You can find all the milled flour over there on that wall, and he points to, and you see a bunch of like
It's really
wrapped bags
fascinating
of.
to see the process of the flour being made. Like I've had so much, but like I've never actually.
McQuaid,
seen
now's your
someone
chance to
make
look
it.
around.
So,
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm creating a diversion.
Oh no, I love it.
I've never seen. I'm batting my eyelashes.
Looking around.
I've just never seen the process of it, and it's so
Mhm.
interesting that you just throw these kernels on the thing, and then it creates this
Well,
flour.
let me tell you how this works.
please
Okay.
do.
So out there, and he points outside, you can see that there's a collecting pond, and inside that pond is a bunch of water. The water goes through a sluice gate that then goes over the power
He
wheel,
also talks very fast.
and the power wheel it turns around.
Yeah.
And that leads to a flywheel, and he points up above you,
Oh.
and that spins, which connects to a primary shaft.
Did you research this?
No.
He just knows it.
That's so. Listen, this process, it's beautiful.
Maybe this whole family's had haste cast on them.
and then it turns around and it grinds the wheel, and then the flour itself, and he points below the horizontal wheel, and you see a bag attached to the
While this
middle.
is going on,
Yeah.
I'm just sort of looking around, trying to like.
I mean, you're like I'm distracting him.
Oh no, I get it.
Like the work that you do.
I've never heard milling described that way, but I thank you very much
this is
for
an
it.
art form. Like not everybody can do it, and you can do it.
Well,
Cecile.
I rolled a 12 on a perception check. I don't know.
Oh, what are you trying to perceive?
Anything, just basic, like anything, papers, anything out of the ordinary, anything.
No, not really.
All right.
You do notice that there is a lot of a lot of bags of flour just kind of stacked up into the corner. A lot.
Looks like you've got a pretty heavy surplus of supplies there. Has business been down?
I'm sorry. What were you talking? I'm sorry. Who's talking to me now?
I was just
what?
noticing.
Oh, my friend here has some questions, but I'm gonna have more after.
She winks.
I'm gonna go see what Cecile is doing. Cecile, any?
What's
I'll be back.
You seem so well set for flour here.
And then he walks away, and Cecilia walks back in. She's like, and she says, "Oh, you guys are still here? Oh, I'm supposed to get you the money. Okay, I'll go get you the money. What are you talking about? Flour? Why do you care about flour? It's our flour."
No, I just happened to notice that you seem to be so well stocked. I was just wondering, has there been a drop off in business lately? I mean, the town seems
well. Some people just come. I mean, like we just keep it for them until they actually get the money to pay us. I mean, we just bring them in. We're just gonna hold it for them because it's dry and safe here.
I'm gonna roll another insight check on her. Yeah.
I whisper into my armpit, and then Harold flies out, and he goes and he eats some flour.
That's only
it's very dry. So he cough. Like a little,
what?
on an insight check.
What is
He
your
seems
favorite-
fine after. He's like,
no. He
okay.
drops Dexar's.
You never know.
What is your favorite recipe that you make with the flour? I'm just like wondering, like, what do you make? Like,
Well, I mean, you can make. I mean, bread. You can make bread. Obviously, you can make bread. You can make all kinds of. Why? I mean, don't you know how to make things with flour?
yeah, I just was wondering what your favorite thing was to make with all this flour that you have. Do you like get sick of it?
I guess pie crust.
that's
Love a good pie.
great.
Sure.
Harold flies over to all of the suspiciously stacked flour in the corner and pecks at it and tries to like make a hole in it.
You see you rolled an 8 on your
Only
thing.
an 8. Yeah.
She doesn't appear to be lying. She appears to believe what she's saying.
Okay.
So he does that, and she goes, "Oh, a bat! And then she goes,
He's really nice.
She goes, Gustav, get in here. There's a bat. There's a bat.
Oh no, this is a friendly
That's
bat.
my best
She runs
friend.
down. She grabs a
Oh, boy.
broom and starts like swinging.
I'll stop her. I'll kind of gently take Cecilia by the shoulders. And
What are you
go,
doing?
"No, that's
There's a
fine."
bat. There's a bat. That's rabies.
Hey, it's her pet.
I telepathically speak to him and have him like dive back in my
Yeah,
armpit.
he just comes right from right. She's like, "There's a." And
It's okay,
she's
it's
like,
okay, it's okay.
like she looks at you and she's about to come and attack you with the broom, but McQuaid just got his arms around her.
No, that's yeah, no,
like,
it's fine.
There's a bat in you. You have a bat on you. Does anyone else see the bat?
Yes.
We did, yes.
My
Yeah.
best friend.
It's her pet.
Not everyone saw the bat. It is her. It's her pet. We're so sorry.
Pet
But-
bat.
Okay.
We're so sorry.
I know it's like super weird,
It's really
but just
nice.
it's like everybody's different. So
Nightshade, look at the flower.
I start. Well, maybe I can do a stealth check. I don't know.
Yeah, you
but
can try.
start to sort of pull bags of flour away and try to sneak into the pile of bags. Squeeze my way into them.
Okay. Sure. Roll a stealth. So
It is 4.
yeah,
How are we rolling
you're
like
kinda
shit?
you're like slowly in, and all of a sudden, like in slow motion, the mound of flour bags just starts falling down, and like it's like boom, one, and then another one, and then another one, and you're trying to hold it up, and nothing you do seems to work.
I at this point, as they start falling, I just try and burrow my way deeper into the pile of
Like
bags.
everyone's staring at you
Yes.
at this point.
And I say, but I'm gonna get that bat. I think there it is. It's going deeper in here. I'm gonna get this bat.
There's another bat. Oh my god!
What?
Oh my
No.
god! Oh my god!
Yeah, I think it's in here.
Yeah.
There's an infestation.
Oh my god.
Oh my goddess!
Wait, of more than one.
I just
have
keep
a
pushing
lot of
through this.
pets.
Is it? Were any of the bags of flour opened? Like, is there a hole in any of them? Do we see?
Yeah, I mean,
is
like
it is it
the
flour
bat tore
coming
open
out?
tore open a hole in one of them. Yeah, it's like it's loosely held together like burlap sacks full of flour.
Right.
So
All right.
as they fall, like little puffs of flour shoots out of it.
We'll handle this for you. I'm so
How are
sorry.
you going to handle it? You're going to pick them all up for me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, we will put them exactly back where we found them. Isn't that right, Nightshade?
Yes, we will.
And then, but yes, if you wanted to just go ahead and please get us our half pay, and then we will take care of this for you.
Fine.
I say
fine.
there wasn't any rhyme or reason to these bags. It was just bags placed in a pile. Is that right? I want to make sure I put it away back exactly as it was.
Yes. It's just bags of flour. It's
We'll
just
leave it
bags.
better than we found it, I assure you.
Thank you.
Of course.
No problem.
then she kinda-
glad I got the bat.
Walks over and Gustav walks out and puts his arm around her, and they just kind of stare at you all as you slowly
So
build
sorry.
a mound of bags
Yes.
back up.
Back up.
And then she pulls out a bag.
Do any of the bags feel not like flour?
Only one way to find out. No, they all feel like flour.
Okay. Don't tease me.
So you put the bags back up.
Yeah.
And then she pulls out a little bag, a coin bag, and she puts it down on the table next to you and just goes, well, here's all your money. It's 125 gold.
That's right. We're going to get 50 gold total apiece. So yeah, 125. So it's 25 times. Yeah.
So
Okay.
there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cecilia.
I mean, I assume we'll be in town at least another day. If anything comes up that you
Well, I
might.
mean, if you want to leave tonight, it's fine. You can perfectly leave tonight. It's okay. You can do that.
We traveled a long way. We're going to stay tonight. We're going to take it easy. But if you need us, we'll be around tonight, okay? And then maybe we'll probably leave tomorrow.
Well, I mean, of course, it's a free country, as I say, but you can do whatever you want. But if you don't have to stay or if you don't have to,
Thank you. You're being very hospitable. We really appreciate that.
Is there a reason you'd like us to leave tonight?
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I just don't want to waste your time. Do you want to waste my time? Is that what you're trying to say to me?
Not at
You
all.
talk so fast, it stresses me out.
Which
I'm
one
so
of these
sorry for
bags
talking so
has
fast. I
meth
guess I
in
can
it?
talk a little slower to you. I don't know what you're talking about though, because I think this is just normal speed of voice that I talk at.
I think she's on drugs, you guys.
Just been huffing flour.
I'd like to check which bag has that in it.
Like most people.
Well, this is not. I'm sorry. What?
Nothing.
All right.
Okay, well, come back, of course, anytime you want to. I mean, because I'm always over for business. But wait, which one of you wanted to buy flour? That's what you just came in here. So you said wanted to buy flour.
I point to
You
Royale.
want to buy flour?
Do you
I'm
like a
gluten
cookbook?
intolerant.
It's corn flour.
It's corn
Well, you
flour.
can always get a cookbook over.
I'm
over
corn
at
intolerant.
Nyston's
The general store
if you want to. I mean, that's where you sell those stuff.
We passed it on the way over. Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, you can go wherever you want, obviously.
How
but
expensive is a bag of flour?
copper for a copper for a quarter pound.
That sounds great.
Lilith is just like furiously talking to her armpit. This lady makes her very anxious.
Understandable.
All right.
I guess we leave after we get that bag, yeah?
Yeah. You grab the bag. You give her
Are we
the
going to buy a
copper.
flower out of this?
Give her a
Here's my
copper.
copper.
All right. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, you have a good day, obviously, and if I see you around, I mean, we can talk later. I guess I don't know.
Sure.
what you
No,
want.
if you have any need of adventurers, I guess.
Well, obviously, we don't need any adventures anymore. Being the infestation's gone.
Obviously.
Well, thank you.
For now. Bye.
What? Wait, what?
No,
What?
don't worry
Yeah,
about
I
it.
assume
Don't.
the door is closing. Here we go. Wait, what? As you guys are walking out.
I say, well, I don't know. I thought there might have been something inside that bag of flowers.
There's
That
something going
mountain
on.
of
in there.
bags.
I don't know.
I don't know. This place is odd.
Well, we got our half gold, I
Yeah, I
guess.
guess
All right,
so.
and I'll divvy it up. I'll give everybody their 25 gold. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Guess we're looking for a problem that's maybe not there, but I still feel like is here.
It's pretty easy. Like, we got paid for not really having to do anything except ride on that uncomfortable car. Like,
That's true.
worth it.
Well, yeah, it's not the worst way I've ever made 25 gold.
Let's find the.
I made money. This is exciting to me. Normally, people just give me money.
Yes, but this time you didn't do much, huh?
Yeah, I think they just kind of gave you money again. You didn't really earn money there.
No, we got the job. We earned it.
True.
Oh.
True.
Drowned drow or the general store?
I mean, if we wanted to go check out where Tarl
found the goblin.
Tarl's acts of heroism happened, I suppose we could go check that out. I don't know. These people seem pretty sure that they don't have a problem anymore.
And maybe they really don't.
Maybe they don't.
How do we,
She seemed pretty weird.
She seemed pretty weird.
I didn't like her. She was stressing me out.
That's all right. How's Harold doing?
Harold's good.
Oh. Okay.
He agrees she was very weird.
Are we able to tell where, in what direction, as far as near Eldar and Brigida's house? Brilgida's house.
Brulgida.
Oh, Brilgida. I thought it was Brugida.
Brilgida.
Brul.
Brigida.
Brulgida.
One of the children from Sound of Music.
Yeah.
Are we able to tell in what direction that was? Or should we? Or do we need directions?
I mean, probably need directions.
I mean, we could go back to the drowned drow.
Yeah,
and maybe ask for directions.
And we maybe
let's go to the store. We have money. Just buy something.
I want to hold on to it just for a little while.
Yeah, we might have to book a ride out of here.
And those halflings that just rode into town seem like they, knew how to hurry if we wanted to get back to the city. And
I didn't think you were that hot though.
Yeah,
that is an observation.
I mean, Sir Alden wasn't exactly a dream either.
Yeah, but he was getting us money.
He did have
like
portrays himself as a young
it's
man.
like, here's the thing. If you aren't that attractive, but you can get us money, you just figure it out.
It's good to know what your criteria for,
Did Sir Alden say he would pay us half and the mayor would pay us half, or just that the mayor would pay us half?
I think he did say, like, I'll pay you half, but if you want more, talk to the mayor so we could pretend like we didn't get paid half from the mayor.
I think we didn't do a job. I think we were promised half upon arrival, and I think that's what we've gotten. If you want to try to get more, that's your own damn business.
I think I might be down with getting another half.
Either way, let's head back.
Yeah.
All right.
I like you, Catman.
I usually go by Cecil, but
no, to me, you're Catman.
Catman Carruthers.
Catman.
Thank you for getting that joke.
I get it.
don't put an X in my
the
back.
more that I look at you in this top hat, it's like fire.
The top hat's working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa, this is happening, huh?
I'm learning so many new phrases from Rael. Calling something fire.
So you have walked back from the mill. You're back in the village proper at this point. Where would you like to go?
I guess back to the drowned drow.
Yeah.
You walk into the drowned drow. The wagons you saw earlier have been pulled over to the side, and you see that they've already been unhorsed.
Oh. Are the three halflings there in the bar?
The three halflings are sitting at a table next to the bar, and they're busily gobbling up some stew.
Is Sir Alden there?
Sir Alden's sitting in a chair near them, but he's quietly dozing.
Tolliver, another round of meads, please.
Oh, right away, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey there, halfling friends. What's the big hurry coming to town?
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. It was crazy. Oh my goodness.
What?
It was well, I don't know where to begin. So you see there's three halflings sitting at the table. There's the man who's talking is older. Next to him is a woman, maybe 20-ish.
Okay.
Maybe a bit younger than that. And then another halfling, middle-aged. Sitting next to him at the table, and the man that's talking is the older one. And he goes, "It was I can't believe it. They killed Geralt. I don't understand
Geralt.
how that.
Not Geralt.
No, Geralt.
Oh, not Geralt.
Carol, wait.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they killed Geralt.
Who did?
Who?
I don't know. It was a bear, maybe. I don't know.
A bear? Where?
Just south of town.
Over
the
there? On the road.
On the road coming to town. Yeah,
Someone's died.
We were riding into town. We were just trying to get up to Spirit Hollow, and then all of a sudden we were attacked by a bear, and they killed Geralt.
I'm so sorry.
Nearly
you were riding on the
nearly
cart?
killed Mentha.
I'm so sorry. Mentha's
And
the
Mentha
woman.
nods.
I'm
And
so sorry.
She's the girl.
Did they just-
Geralt? If their buddy is Geralt?
Yeah,
or-
No, Geralt is my driver. He and Mentha drive the second wagon.
They just pulled a bear. Just pulled Geralt right off the wagon.
Yeah, and killed one of the horses.
What on earth?
Doesn't sound like a.
Did you see the
What
bear?
did the bear look like?
The bear was behind us, but it was big and brown and it was a bear. I don't know what to say. I didn't stick around to see what was going to happen. He grabbed Geralt and then slaughtered the horse, and then Mentha just took off. And
Mentha, I'm so sorry.
No, she said, why would that bear do that? We've never been attacked by bears barely don't even really.
Are there bears
why?
around here even?
I mean, there's some bears around here, but
How far outside of town was this?
The other one, he goes, well, it was, I don't know, maybe half mile, 2 miles south of the edge of town.
I know a blacksmith that could take care of that for you.
Kozel?
Pretty tough blacksmith.
Kozak?
Oh,
Tarl Kozak? Really?
That's the one.
Yeah, he killed that
tough guy.
Killed that goblin.
Yeah.
Why would he be able to take care of a bear? That guy is barely useful.
Kozak, the goblin killer?
What?
Oh my God, he could take
He's
care
got
of that
some
for you.
arrows.
Why would he kill goblins? What goblins? There's no such thing as goblins. Why are you guys talking about
That's
goblins?
what we heard.
We
That's
should
what we
have
thought.
a dead goblin.
Yeah, apparently 3 weeks ago there was a goblin infestation that Tarl took care of single-handedly.
There's a goblin infestation?
Well, not anymore.
Well, there was
Anymore.
one goblin. We don't really know if there's an
Wasn't
actual
really
infestation because there's just one.
Is Tolliver listening to us?
He's kind of just staring off into space.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
What's
You seem. Do you live here? Do you
well?
live?
I live in Spirit Hollow.
Okay, is that far away?
It's he points up the north, and he goes, "It's I don't know, it's about a half day's travel north of here."
Well, I'll tell you.
We were just in New Calendar picking up supplies for the winter.
Wow. Well,
We were just there too.
We may be
Really?
headed back.
Yeah,
there
we
if
just
you
came from
wanna-
there.
If you want to give us a ride.
Wait, are you the crazy people from Deep River that did that thing?
We are.
Wait, did what?
Wait a
thing?
minute.
We did
Wait.
a lot of things.
Hang on.
I don't know how
Crazy
crazy we are,
people.
but,
Hang on.
Well, that's just what.
Is there a word out there
What?
I
about?
am a
But what's-
tabaxi wearing a top hat.
What's
Maybe.
the thing that you think that we did?
Well, that you, you killed something that wasn't wolves, is what I was told.
They
And
were
then-
rats.
And then you accused Marticalis of murder?
Well,
She was kind of a bitch.
Well, something was going on there.
Agreed. She's not a very nice person.
All right, right.
But still,
Well, we didn't get to the bottom of it, but we did solve a lot of problems there.
there was
And-
a
wait.
fiendish tree as well. That,
what?
yeah.
A fiendish tree?
I
That's
bought this
correct.
hat.
Okay, no one told me about a fiendish tree.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was pretty much because it was destroyed by us, but that's a long story. Let's just say
yeah,
that
yeah,
the
of course,
situation
of course.
in Deep River was
Look,
much more complicated.
I don't feel safe going further on the road here. I'd be willing to pay you guys just to come with me, just to make sure, just to keep my daughter safe. I'm sorry. My name
She's
is.
cute.
Thank you, and the woman nods and smiles at you. She goes, "Oh, thank you so much, Miss." He's like, "My name.
She's all right.
I'm Addis Hogpen. This is my daughter Mentha.
Mentha.
Nice to meet you,
And
Addis.
And Addis,
Okay.
and this is my driver Terrell."
Terrell.
Terrell and Garrel.
And Terrell kind of nods. And Terrell goes, "Yes, Geralt was my brother."
I'm so sorry.
So sorry
for
about
your
that.
loss.
Thank you.
Honestly, we came to this town to do a job that apparently doesn't need doing. I'm all for helping out some.
You'd like us to go with you to Spirit Hollow?
We can leave right now, or I'm also willing to pay you a little bit extra if you go back and just find Geralt's body. I mean, I don't want
When
to
you
leave him out there.
say,
I think we could do that.
I think we could do that.
I think it's not a good job. When you say,
Did she say something?
when you
Sort of.
say,
Okay.
I said, I think it sounds like a job. When you say pay us, what kind of money are we talking about?
I guess I'd be willing to give you $10 each to go recover the body, and then
What's a
I'm sorry,
dollar?
10 gold each to recover the body, and then an additional 10 to accompany me to Spirit Hollow, and then
That's
of course
fine.
we'll put you up for the night there, and then give you
That sounds
and
really
then bring you back
fun,
here.
Actually,
That sounds fine. Yeah,
That sounds super
we'll
fun.
happily do that
Maybe
for
we
you.
just walk down the road till we find some animal poop and just say that's his body.
Yeah.
No, we need to get a
No.
bot. This time we have to get a body.
Can you give us a description of Geralt besides halfling man? I assume.
doesn't he look like Terrell?
Yes, he does actually look quite a bit like Terrell.
Oh, nice.
He's
Geralt and Terrell.
medium height for a halfling.
Okay.
Brown hair, brown eyes, ruddy skin.
All right. Well, you can trust us.
You can also he has a scar right here.
Oh, he's probably got a lot
pointing
more
from
scars now.
his ear to his chin. Accident when he was a kid.
Okay.
Kids, that happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you can trust us. We'll find Geralt.
Well, thank you so much, and Terrell nods to you.
All right.
Thank you.
So you said between a half a mile and 2 miles south of here.
Yes, you will miss it.
Okay.
All right. Well, I got
It's like
nothing
a
better going
15-minute
on.
walk.
Oh, I definitely don't.
Okay, cool.
Great.
Let's make it.
a
Let's.
15-minute
A
walk.
halfling that's passed through the
I mean,
digestive tract
If
of a
we're
bear.
able to make 20 more gold apiece, then we're only 5 short what we were originally promised. So sure.
That's a good point.
All right.
Are we walking this?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think
15-minute
Sir
walk.
Alden's
It's, like,
going to let
so
us
easy.
take his cart.
He's still snoring.
Great.
So you start walking south of town.
You'll never see him again.
It's still drizzling. It's still just miserable outside. You as you're walking through here, instead of being on the wagon now, you can kind of really look around, and a lot of the houses are shuttered. A lot of the doors are shut tight. You don't see smoke coming out of most of the chimneys in town. In fact, most of the fields around you are either like some of the crops are growing wild now, and livestock is either missing or just kind of grazing randomly at places. For the people that grew up not in the city, it seems weird. As you pass the,
They were saying that everybody would have just been in the fields during the day, but here are the fields, and boy, they don't look well tended.
Maybe they work in another town.
Maybe.
as you pass the signpost saying Jurraferlesh, you walk past a cottage that is kind of just back in the woods a little bit. It's also like everything else, just quiet and nothing living in it as far as you can tell.
This place is kind of dead.
A little. We'll keep going, I guess, to try and find. I guess we're looking for a ruined cart and a dead horse, right? Yeah.
The mist surrounding the track, shrouding the trees in white haze. As you're walking past the cottage, maybe a half mile, you come to a half-eaten carcass of a horse laying just in the middle of the road. Its insides are torn open and spread out amongst the mud and the trees.
Ugh.
As you get closer to it, a fox steps out of its chest.
Oh, God.
It shakes its matted fur free of blood and viscera and growls at you before jumping over the horse and bounding off into the woods.
That was upsetting.
As you look around, you can see animal tracks, some small and a couple of them very big.
I'll poke at the horse.
Okay.
Kind of like, what is it? What do its wounds look like?
The horse was slashed open, and you can see gnawing marks on it.
And can I get a sense of a size of an animal or whatever?
You can
that did it?
roll a nature or survival check.
Okay.
Anyone that wants to look around.
Jeez,
I'll kind of investigate,
All right.
the whole,
Sure.
everything that's left.
Yeah.
I
I rolled a 10 on a nature.
rolled a 4.
I'm just poking the thing with a stick.
Get a 2.
16.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Someone.
Whatever did this is big, very big. It doesn't have the right number of toes, though, to be a bear.
Okay.
It has missing one. So
Bigger than a bear? probably?
same size as a bear. So maybe a dire wolf or something like that might have done this. It is kind of hard to see, but you do
Direwolf
see.
doesn't look much like a bear, though.
But you do see
Dire
tracks.
Fucking rats. This entire campaign is going to be killing rats, isn't it?
What? I mean, let me just throw out all these papers.
Welcome to Rat Initiative.
Just doing an advertisement for Western Exterminator.
Thanks for listening to Rat Initiative.
You do see that the tracks lead out into the woods. It's a trail that you can follow if you wanted to.
So it's just the horse carcass.
As far as you can see.
Any sign of the cart?
No, the cart. All the carts were being drawn by two horses.
Okay, so they were able to get the second cart
Okay.
into
Yeah.
town. Okay.
Well, I say we follow the tracks.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. So I assume Lilith will lead the way since she's the one that.
I'll be
Yeah.
walking right up alongside you, though.
All right.
Yeah.
I got this.
Okay. I'm here.
So you follow.
Harold.
Yeah.
Fine.
He's flying above you, giving you Overwatch. As you traipse through the woods and following these tracks, it's not very hard. Like branches are broken off of trees, and you can see like pieces, like blood on the ground, and these large footprints are just dug deep into this mud. Eventually, you get to a clearing. You see a giant tree in front of you. It's maybe a 10-foot wide tree. It's just absolutely massive with these giant roots coming out the side. And it looks to be kind of like a giant stump because it kind of stops 20 feet above it and a jagged edge and a jagged like slash as if like a lightning bolt or something like that hit it a long time ago and just burned the crap out of it. At the base of the tree, you can see two enormous creatures slumbering right next to it. One of them kind of looks up and you can see like just bloody viscera surrounding its face. They are quite unlike anything you've ever seen before. They're about the size of a small bear with black fur leading to touches of silver on its wolf-like body. It has a pale, naked face that is very much like a bear's head, but with an entire row of sharp teeth, and its nose is kind of snubbed and pushed in a little bit.
Are they quadrupedal? Are we able to tell?
They are quadrupedal.
Okay.
One of them kind of like wakes up briefly and looks around, and you can just see that it's seeing the world with greater intelligence than an animal normally would. And then it kind of just shakes its head once and lays back down and goes to sleep next to the one next to it.
Does it see us?
It does not see you. You are downwind of it, so you can smell them, and it is disgusting. Ugh. But they cannot smell you.
Ugh. And the tracks lead to this.
Mm-hmm.
We follow these tracks all the way here.
Yes.
Do we see any halfling remains around them?
I mean, there's lots of roots, and where they're standing is kind of hollowed into the tree. Mm-hmm. You have to get a little bit closer or say higher to see over there.
And you said gore was visible on their face?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
I don't want to get close, so.
What?
I don't want to get close.
Oh, you don't want to? Okay, I thought that said okay. Yeah. I'm
not going to do it. I might just, if you don't see me, I've probably gone back up to the road and. Just so you know.
Okay.
I'm going to communicate with Harold and have him like stealthily fly over there and come back to me and tell me what he can see.
He comes back to you and he whispers to you that there was something small. There's something small around them, like a child or something like that.
Oh no.
Like a halfling?
Yeah.
All right. Has anybody got any?
About how far away are we from them?
It's like
I'm whispering because they're close by. I don't want them to hear.
You're all trying to be a little bit stealthy.
Yes.
For sure.
How far away?
No. No, Catman, don't.
I'll poke them.
It's like 30 feet.
It's like 30 feet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It would be within range of most, thrown weapons.
Right.
Got it. All right. Well,
how much are we getting for this body?
10 gold.
10.
Sort of 20.
Yeah,
but
assuming
10.
20 if we're able to. They look nasty.
Anybody want to roll a history check?
Yes.
Actually, hold on. Let me ask you this question. Does anybody have proficiency in history?
Nope.
No.
Flat drops do that.
Nope. Oh, she does.
Oh, you do?
Rael does.
Roll a history
Roll a
check.
history
You don't have to roll anything. Deep down in the recesses of your brain, a word kind of floats up to you. You remember reading this, like one of your tutors told you this really dumb story about like these giant beasts that goblins would ride into battle called wargs. They kind of look like what you're seeing in front of you.
Oh shit!
Warg.
What?
What?
Was that a word?
Warg?
Word or word?
Warg.
What's a warg?
It's like that. It's a warg.
That's a warg?
warg
What is a
do?
warg?
It's like a creature that like a goblin would ride into battle.
Huh.
It's a warg.
Something's going on.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's
Why
those
would
are wargs.
one goblin need two wargs?
There are more goblins. I'm telling you.
No,
I've been telling you
I
that.
believe you.
Is there any? Do they ride these? Do they
Yeah,
use,
they like ride them in like when there's like a battle. It's like
they
the
use
goblin
saddles
gets on
or
the
anything
war.
like that?
I think they're mostly bareback, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess it depends on like how wealthy they are. Because if they could afford to have a custom made saddle, they might have. But they're not that smart, so I don't know how like good like saddle making. Anyway, that's what they are. They're wargs. They look
All
like
right.
big bears.
We got to take care of these problems.
Wonder if I can distract them a little bit and pull them away from the tree.
I mean, maybe they're sleeping.
They are sleeping.
They're
Could we
kinda cute
just
asleep.
No, they're not.
sneak up?
That seems very dangerous.
Maybe we set fire to
I'm
the tree.
literally wearing chainmail, which doesn't means I don't sneak very well.
I'm
That's
stealthy
right.
as fuck.
Okay. I mean, we can try, but be careful. Are any of you better at stealth?
I can sneak. Anybody want to sneak with me?
Well, what if I create a sound 30 feet away from us in the other direction, like across the clearing, so maybe it distracts them and pulls them over there?
Hey, Harold could fly over there and flap around and then fly away.
That's a pretty good idea because like the wargs can't jump that high. So like if he just stays up in the air, can he stay in the air for a long time or is it like a short
He's a bat.
flight? Okay.
Yeah.
Like so as long as he like stays above them, like above, but not just like above them, but like out of their arm range, he should be fine. But if he gets like tired or nervous and he like sinks, then it could be bad news. But I'm just telling you like what could happen. But like if he stays in the air like high up, it should be fine.
All right.
Okay.
I mean,
Don't you have to worry about
some sort of
anything.
distraction with Harold and some sort of it's sound
Something.
or vision or okay, and then all right. I mean, I can't do much. I mean, but if shit starts to go down, I'm ready. So
we got to get them away from where we think that body is. Basically,
I think we're probably gonna have to kill them. No matter
I think
what.
we are
Yes,
too,
okay.
but
yep.
trying to give us some time to get that body.
Okay.
How about I stealth my way up to the tree, hide around it, you distract them, send them off on another
Okay.
thing, and while they're gone, I'll go around and
That's a semi-decent.
scoop up what I can.
That's a semi-decent plan. Top hat tabaxi.
Can you hold my hat?
What? Sure.
Okay. I handed my hat.
I'll hold your hat. I'm just gonna like hang back here, so I'll be the hat holder.
Why do I suck at rolling?
We're not rolling great tonight.
8.
Are you trying? Oh, you're trying to stealth.
I was trying to stealth.
You can do it with advantage. They're asleep.
Oh, they're
like
asleep?
they're not going to hear anything.
All right.
Nice.
Well, I'm just
Like
gonna change up.
unless you're like super loud.
All right.
Wait, you have proficiency?
proficiency in
Yeah, no,
stealth.
you don't have to roll.
already
You're
rolled.
fine.
Oh, he's proficient in stealth.
Yeah, because it's like they'd be at like their passive perception be like 5. So
Oh,
you're
Okay.
fine.
Awesome.
Okay. So
They're-
yeah, I'm
they're
gonna sneak
asleep.
around them, and I want to kind of go behind the tree
Yeah.
and just wait there.
Okay.
And if I have to, if they see me, I can climb.
Well, they're asleep, so
Okay,
they
good.
don't see you.
All right. I've got my halberd at the ready. Okay, Nightshade.
I hope this would be loud enough to wake them up, but maybe Harold's wings can tickle them.
That's
He can squeak too.
He can squeak. Okay, let's make Harold fly above them and squeak, and then I'll make noise 30 feet away from the other side of the clearing, and then hopefully that'll wake them up and pull them away.
Sounds like a great idea.
Okay, great.
I'm just behind the tree right now.
Did you want to climb up?
I'm not
going
gonna
to
climb yet.
Okay.
I'll climb if I have to.
All right.
okay.
Or I don't know, one of us could like throw a little stone and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. I mean, yeah. I'll take a rock and throw it at the tree,
Just to wake them
Like
up.
what side of the tree?
the one above them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a d20. Just don't roll a 1.
It's a nat 20. That is the best thrown rock you've ever seen.
The rock
Don't
is-
hit me.
you don't hit Tabaxi. You don't hit Cecil. The rock sails through the air and it slams into the tree, and you see like bark explode off of it, and then then the rock falls down and lands on one of their heads, and just kind of like jerks awake and looks around.
So I'm going to use my thaumaturgy and cast
And then
on the other side of where they are. Just mumbling voices, just going blah 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 blah, like people talking.
It kind of like sits up and looks around, and you see it actually literally hit the other warg next to it, and the other warg is like, "Argh." And then the one that's awake starts talking to it.
Whoa. In common?
No,
Okay.
in a language none of you know.
Yeah.
Starts just talking to it, and the other one, like they have just like you can see they're actually having like an animated discussion in a
Whoa.
language it's just kind of hard to hear.
That's unexpected.
And then they stand up and they bound off into the woods. the direction that you had the voices coming from.
Great.
Once I see them clear, I will go around and look inside the tree.
All right. The tree is not really hollow. It's kind of it's like you climb to the top of the tree, or you.
I'm looking in for that body.
Okay, so you just walk around the other side.
Yeah,
Okay, so you walk around to the other side, and you find a halfling body. It's missing its most of its midsection has been eaten and is missing, and a lot of its legs are also been gnawed upon. But it's clearly you can get like the upper chest and a bit of the arm and most of the head.
I'm going to scoop up what I can into a sack.
Okay.
I'm going to want a new sack after this.
Shh.
Sorry.
Come on. No, you all owe me a new sack. Come on.
All right. Scoop up what I can and I'll come back.
Okay. So you put it in the sack and you start running off.
Yes.
All right. Everyone roll a stealth for me, please.
Boy, I'm at disadvantage.
Yeah, you are.
God damn it.
14.
I rolled double 14s.
Hey.
Hang on.
I'm an 8.
That's a 15.
13 for me.
13 for me.
13 for you? Okay. So you head off into the woods and you're moving along and everyone's kind of quiet except for Rael keeps breaking branches as she's moving through it. In the distance, you hear a howl go off. It's loud and it's joined by another one in the same direction. Also very loud.
That's like bad.
Let's run.
Harold flies off in another direction and starts going, and just like flapping his wings.
Yeah, and we're heading back to the road, I think, as fast as possible.
As fast as possible.
If need be, I will pick Rael up.
All right. So
I can run, okay? My legs work. But also, yes, please, you might need to pick me up.
Sure, yes.
As long as it doesn't slow us down.
I know.
Or maybe if it's just like if you hold my hand and just like run with me.
No, you seem
This is
fairly
happening
light.
as
No,
she's
I'm literally gonna pick you up like it just as
I'm as strong and
as
independent
heroically
woman.
as I
I'm kidding,
can.
I'm not. Please pick me up.
as you finally clear the trail and you get to the road, you can see the horse in front of you and another warg sitting on it, staring directly
Wait,
at
the warg is riding a horse?
No, it's just sitting on the dead horse.
Oh, sitting on it.
Just kind of staring in a direction.
No,
And you could swear that it starts going.
I put Rael down.
I put the halfling body in the sack down.
And it stares at you.
How far away are we from the horse?
The road's not very wide. It's like maybe 20 feet wide.
I cast my thaumaturgy again and create tremors on the ground where the horse is.
Okay. The warg is a little confused by this.
Good. I hope so.
And then kind of looks at you and it starts shaking its head. And roll initiative, everyone.
Okay.
All right.
Did somebody get my hat?
Yes, I've got your hat.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
All right.
It's a 5 for me.
13 for Cecil.
18 for Nightshade.
19 for Lilith.
I'm a 19.
19 for Rael as well. The ladies are killing it.
The warg jumps off of the horse and slams into the bad smelling one out of you, which is you.
What?
Because you're the one that's wearing armor.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And it hits you for a 16.
Yeah, that hits. That is my armor class.
You take 9 points of damage.
Ouch!
As he jumps on top of you, roll a strength saving throw, please.
Whoa. 9 points of damage. You said a strength saving throw?
Yeah.
It's an 11.
You are also knocked onto the ground in front of it. Lilith and Rael, who wants to go first, or you can go simultaneously?
Lilith can go first if she wants.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, roll to hit, please.
Pop it. Boy, we're rolling like crit.
So the warg moves so fast that when he slammed into McQuaid, you're like Eldritch Blast, but it was like a snapshot, and unfortunately just goes wide and it hits a tree, and the tree like explodes next to it. It's cool. Good job. Rael, what'd you like to do?
So I I'm like totally freaked out.
Yeah, it's pretty
They're
freaky.
like so big and they're scary and they smell. And I just like saw them for I guess you're my friend. So I scream, but out of that scream comes this like beam of crackling blue energy towards the creature. A witch bolt.
What?
But
Very good.
I don't even
Very
know
good.
I'm doing it. It just comes.
Sure.
and it just all of a sudden it happens. I don't even know how I did it. It just happened.
Is that a ranged attack for you or a
It
saving
is.
throw for me?
It's a range.
30 feet?
It's a range
Oh, yeah,
spell
we
attack.
got within 30
Yeah,
feet.
just got to roll it. Oh, yeah.
So it's a natural 18.
Oh, that
so
hits.
It's probably pretty good.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
So then it's
D12
it
lightning
takes
damage.
a 1d12 lightning damage.
Nice.
All right, roll
on
it,
each
please.
of your turn. Okay. Which one is my
That one,
This
yeah.
one?
Nice.
9.
Okay.
9 of lightning damage.
Like the smell of burned flesh and hair rises up out of it as the witch bolt slams into it.
Is it on top of me?
It kind of like threw you to the ground, so you're right in front of it.
Okay, got
For
it.
the record, I have no idea what just happened.
Understandable.
This is crazy. Like, I mean, I knew it was like rainy, but I didn't expect thunderstorms.
The witch bolt is
Nightshade,
like,
would you like
So,
maintains too. It's
Definitely
like,
can't understand what they were saying, and- which means they probably wouldn't understand our language.
Only one way to find out.
You gonna chat with it?
I was gonna maybe cast command,
Oh,
but I don't know if they would understand what we were saying.
Only one way to find out.
Jeff, don't you do
waste a
this to
spell
me.
slot if you're wrong. Though.
I'm gonna
Do it.
I'm gonna,
Do it. Waste it. I mean, use the spell. Don't waste it. Use it is what I meant to say.
I'm gonna cast my sacred flame.
Okay.
So that's a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I don't believe you can beat a 6.
I can.
You can.
Yeah,
Ah.
surprise.
How much? Roll the damage, please.
Yes. That's 6 damage.
Nice.
6 damage. Okay.
Also, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on you, McQuaid,
Thank you.
and you're going to get 5 extra points.
Thank you so
Or
much.
5 points back.
Hooray! MP, Dave, go.
All right. Well, I'm going to. Cecil will pull his cutlass, do a few flourishes with it as he cuts through the air a couple times. and
quite-
then he
quite
will,
lovely.
He will go ahead and slice through this nasty beast with a. Can you beat a 9?
Yeah, the warg is kind of like it's because it got shot by lightning and it was shot with flames. It's like dancing around and so you're like, aha! So it's not impressed by your flourish because it's in too much pain.
Well, you know what? I
And it
flourished 3
misses.
times instead of just twice.
That did
That
it.
third one was a flourish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a miss.
It was a great flourish too.
Just a flourish.
MPB go.
Terrific. I get up off the ground, so I
Okay.
use half my movement to get up,
All right.
and then I'm going to rush up on it with my halberd
Okay.
and take a swing at it. I'm going to keep 10 feet away from
Okay.
it, so I'm going to try and keep my distance
Yeah,
as
that's
much as I
fine.
can.
Yeah, you're kind of like hitting it and moving back at the same time. That's
Exactly.
fine.
Yes. Yeah. Nat 20.
Okay, well,
yes.
House rules is you
Yes.
get full damage plus a damage dice.
So 13 plus another D10.
Mm-hmm.
Plus an 8, so that's 21, and I'm going to use one of my divine smites. Or do I need to tell you that beforehand?
You need to tell me that beforehand.
Okay.
And next time you won't have to.
Okay.
But this time you slam down
Okay.
on it with your halberd.
Yes.
And its head is cleaved from its body cleanly on the ground. And blood gushes out of its neck as it rolls over dead.
Oh, thank the maiden.
God.
I'm still off to the side, like just flourishing with my sword, just like I was just practicing.
What the hell?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, looking around for that other warg. Any sign of it?
The other two?
Oh, that was
The other
okay.
two.
Yes, yeah, the
Let's
other
get
two.
out of
yes.
here.
Yeah. Let's go.
Now.
Let's
I-
move.
Harold flies back.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he flies back.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
he
move.
was distracting the war.
Hold
the
on, I
entire time.
gotta pick up this halfling.
Yeah.
Harold.
I guess he's a quarterling now.
Thank you, Cecil. Thank you, Cecil. That was a great joke.
Good job.
It's kind of in poor taste,
So-
but it's also really funny.
So as you guys are talking, it starts raining for real again.
Okay.
And it is absolutely wonderful.
Sounds like it.
So it's no
Harold's
longer
getting my
drizzling.
armpit. He hates
Maybe
water.
maybe
is
it won't
now-
smell as bad.
I'm a cat.
Raining.
All right, off we go.
The walk back to Jurraferlesh has gone from bad to worse.
Oh no!
The sun is set behind the fang, behind a Trajan's fang.
It's cold.
It's now a full-blown rain, and there's a distant rumble of thunder and a slight
I'm really
brightening
sorry.
of the
I know
sky
it's my
from
fault.
lightning.
I just got really angry, and sometimes when I get angry, I channel thunder and lightning. And so if this is my fault, I'm so sorry. We're going to be warm really soon.
Tell if she's right or not.
It's okay.
I think she's wrong, but she really believes she's right.
Yeah, but did you see
think
what she
I actually
just
believe
did
it, too.
during that fight? Like that was crazy.
It was cool, yeah.
All right.
Already aching from a long day of travel, slogging your way through a thunderstorm and mud isn't anyone's idea of a good time, and this totally sucks.
Yeah.
Ahead of you, you have just passed the cottage that marks the very edge of Jurraferlesh, and you're still in the copse of trees. Everyone roll a perception for me, please.
Ooh, 18.
4.
11.
14.
I
Wisdom. So
an
just an
8.
8.
All right. Lilith and Nightshade. As you guys are walking, the sound of the rain coming down is muffling everyone's hearing, and there's so much rain in the air, and it's dark. Even with your dark vision, it's really limited. And you hear a branch just ahead of you break, as if something stepped on it.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Nope.
Is this near where we saw what's his name with the demijohn? What was that guy's name?
Eldar.
Eldar. Oh,
About
yes.
how far away are we from the drowned drow?
Drowned Drow is more or less in the center of town. You're still about a half mile from the edge of town.
Oof.
Got it. You guys, stop.
Okay.
We just, Lilith and I just heard something up ahead.
I think
It sounded like the uncorking of a wine bottle.
It sounded strangely like that.
someone's getting drunk.
It sounds like someone's about to pour a goblet of wine.
Okay.
It sounds like someone is pouring a goblet of wine right now.
Oh my god.
It sounds like there's something up ahead. And with Jeff, with our dark vision,
Sorry, what?
we can't see anything.
It is very dim.
Very dim.
And there's a lot of rain, so it's not working very well because there's too much like kind of hiding things.
And there's that cottage to our
Right behind you.
right behind us.
So as you stop to listen because you heard something up ahead of you break, and as you have this little discussion, a bolt of lightning crashes not too far away, finally lightening up the entire area.
Whoa.
Was that you, Rael?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
What do we see?
Ahead of you, you see 24 monsters in
What?
front of you and beside of you.
What
What are you
say
talking
about?
monster? Do you mean like people
Each
I
one is
dated,
dressed in
or
rags
like,
and holding a square-tipped short sword.
What?
They're a bit smaller than dwarves, with large pointed ears and a
No.
wide mouth full of needle-sharp teeth.
No.
oh my god, there is an infestation.
Their skin is a sickly green color and a crisscross with rough stitches and slashes.
Are they at the edge of the woods or are they?
They're on both sides of the road and directly in front of you.
Yet.
if they got regular
Their
facials, it would
eyes
totally clear
Are
up their skin.
empty sockets
How far back is the cabin?
with rough gouges.
It's right behind. It's right behind us.
Their eyes are gouged out.
surrounding the cavities.
Their eyes are gouged out.
A single monster
goblins
steps
from the
forward and takes a deep sniff of the air.
I say, don't.
Move.
And he sells, I can smell you.
Go to the cabin.
We're going to the
Back
cabin.
up, back
We're
up to
we're
the
still gonna
cabin.
we're gonna back up. We're
towards
gonna
the
back up. We're gonna go to the
cabin.
cabin.
Kill.
Now we're gonna run to the cabin.
Run.
A chant starts coming up from among the goblins.
I feel
Shit.
frightened.
You should be. All right, we go.
And that's where we're going to leave it.
Oh! What?
I thought they were gonna be wargs. I was like, no, you were like 24 creatures. I was like, no, we're all definitely gonna die.
Undead goblin zombies?
Only one way to find out.
Oh shit!
And that's to tune into the next episode of Fear Initiative.
And that was the start of our new campaign. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Does anybody have anything they'd like to plug? Or anything you want to talk about?
Sure.
I don't know. Now I feel just scared.
Yeah.
I'm on another Dungeons and Dragons streaming show called The
you are.
Dungeon Run. It's very different from this show, so you very well may listen to both and get something completely different. It's on Caffeine on Wednesday nights, but yeah. And Laura, aren't you on one as well?
I am. I'm on Dragon Coast Survivor's Guide on Imaginary Friends Studio on Twitch.
Sweet.
And right now we're like doing character prologues on Wednesdays. So yeah, follow us on Instagram and yeah.
Fantastique.
It's very different from this.
I'm assuming if you're listening to this, you like podcasts. I host the Goosebumps podcast with my twin brother Matthew. Please listen to it. It's called Welcome to Deadcast. If you just search Goosebumps, we show up.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that great?
Yeah, I've got a podcast coming up on the Fangoria network. It's called Penning Terror. It's a screenwriters podcast.
Oh, cool.
Which could be coming up in the next couple of months. So
Fun.
look for that.
We're all so millennial with all of our podcasts.
I know.
Streaming shows.
Follow me on Instagram.
I am not on another podcast, but I am going to be on a TV show called The Affair. It's in its 5th and final season on Showtime, and it premieres August 25th. And I think I'm in like 3 episodes, and they're all mostly in the month of September. So
Nice.
Yeah, if you were a fan of The Wire, Dominic West is every bit as delightful as you'd hope he'd be.
So clear everyone's schedule. Do not do anything for September except for watching those 3 episodes.
That's right.
Correct.
That's right.
Or you could just DVR it or like watch it later streaming.
Go
or,
out,
like,
buy the
wait
DVD.
a year
Nope.
later when it comes
Quitting
out
my
on
job in
Netflix
September
or-
just to watch the show. No, Jeff said it. It's happening already. Thanks for joining us,
yeah, thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jeff,
Yes,
for
thank you,
creeping
Jeff.
us out now.
We got
gotta
full-body
go
chills
home
at the
and,
end.
like,
That's awesome.
Yikes!
So have a good. We'll see you next time on Fear Initiative.
Fear Initiative.